Wavey fam, have y'all heard about Anchor by Spotify? It's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
So let us break it down for y'all.
Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your smartphone or your computer. It's too easy.
And sharing your podcast is easy too. When you're hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on all listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Just like when you're listening to everything Wavey, you feel me?
Yep. Plus, Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast, and best of all, Anchor is 100% free.
So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.fm to get started.
Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? I could,
First of all, you don't slap a man. Okay? I mean, even when slapping was fashionable, and, you know, they did it in Paris, the guy would come up, "Whop hat, I challenge you to a duel." They would have a gunfight after that. Somebody had to go.
Disrespectful. Straight disrespectful.
Oh my God.
I mean,
what we calling it? Disrespectful?
Yeah, man. Look, slapping a man in front of millions is disrespectful, right? Now, depending on the reasoning behind it, which that's what we gonna dive into and all of that, you know, will really determine whether or not if it is disrespectful or not. But what the world says is disrespectful. How everybody's taking it is disrespectful.
You know what? I kind of feel you on that one.
I'm so disrespectful. so disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, talk fly out your mouth, gotta get smacked. And they got, I don't know, Chris Rock should have put hands and feet on him expeditiously.
That's my whole issue with it, man. Like, I feel like Chris didn't handle that the right way. And I know a lot of people saying like, oh, he had to keep it professional, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are a man.
Right.
And as a man, you are not supposed to allow another man to disrespect you.
Right. But I think before, you say he a man or anybody, you got to realize he probably didn't even register this is going to happen. You see, when you're in your man shit, you be on your P's and Q's, every little thing, you know what I'm saying, get you alert, you be on your toes, motherfucker move funny. So in reality, bro, like, I think he was shocked, you know what I'm saying? Aside from, it's Will Smith, bro. Like, this nigga been clean cut Will household name for almost 30 plus years, bro. The last thing any of us thought was he's finna come on stage and smack him. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna probably just fake choke him. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or go up there and say some witty shit like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep my name, my wife's name out your mouth, but more in a Will Smith kind of way. So I think the smack just, Chris forgot everything he stood for at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, in a way, I hear you, but in a way, I disagree because when the smack happened, and I pay attention to the body language, so I watched the video a few times. You see Chris, his fist, he was finna ball his fist up. It looked like he was finna come back with the haymaker, but he didn't.
He even said too, he was like, keep my name wife out your mouth. He was like, boy, he kind of had a moment like, he just knew like, all right, I'm going to get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took it. I don't know, bro.
I mean, there's a little bit of respect I have for Chris to continue to, be on stage, keep his composure and all of that. But a nigga like me, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'd have been hot. I'd have came up out that suit. Like, was happening.
It's crazy. I think a vast majority of us would have did the same thing. Like the vast majority of us would have, like once we got smacked, the instinct result would have been to tackle, react, swing back. You know what I'm saying? I think since Chris is who he is and how he's been, you know what I'm saying? I don't think his mental is, was even in that realm of thinking violence, because that's just not who he is. You and I and a lot of motherfuckers we know, we grew up where, that type of shit is like expected. You know what I'm saying? Like we be in places and our guard is on point and we like, bro, we should be relaxing. That's just our natural habitat. For him, he's been rich and famous for so long. You know what I mean, man? The last thing, and it's the Oscars too. You know what I'm saying? The last thing he thought was violence, bro. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like he got smacked to shot. You know what I'm saying? And then when he realized what was happening, I feel like it was too late. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he knew it was too late. Like now you can't go run after him and, jump off the stage. And he could have, but I think he just took that on the chin. Like, I bet. You know what I'm saying?
I did have a question. Was Will wrong?
I don't want to say it was wrong, but I don't think it was called for. Like, I don't like smacking a nigga for talking out their mouth sideways to you or your family. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. But what was said to me personally, that wasn't enough to go smack a nigga. Like he could have yelled out and said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." He could have said, I'm gonna see you in the back. He could have did a lot of things, still would have been justifiable. The world would have still been like, yo, Will, he would have still got the kind of the respect that he got. You know what I'm saying? But smacking him for that per se, I don't think that was enough to smack. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like he called her, he said, "I can't wait for G.I. Jane 2," but that wasn't enough to go up there and, smack a nigga up. But it was enough to say, all right, we gonna see about all that. I'm a G.I. Jane your ass in the back. You know what I mean? Like, and then y'all could have went back there and did a lot more than just smack if you really was that mad. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like, where is that energy with everybody else though?
Yeah. See, this is what I was going to say before I asked the question, was like, in some ways, I still kind of think it might be cap, because he was chuckling when he said it. You know what I'm saying? Gut busting laughing. Jada wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, he laughed. He looked over and she gave him that look and he was like, I'm about to hear this Tupac shit tonight. So he said, you know what? All eyes on me. He got up on stage and he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was, I think he still would have got, some kudos from her if he just would have just yelled out and said some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Made some cuss words, some verbal threats out loud. He would have still got respect from a lot of people. It still would have got headlines, but he wouldn't have been like going through the other shit he's going through now. You know what I'm saying? All the different types of backlash he get. But, again, I haven't been, disrespected, so I can't really say what I would do per se, but a joke is a joke. You know what I'm saying? We come from the era of hard jokes and jokes that's, foul, whether it be about you, your family. That's just the natural instinct. You're either going to come back with jokes or you're going to go out there and, you know what I'm saying, let it be known like, all right, one more time, nigga, and I got you, but
yeah,
personally, bro, I think Will just had enough. I blame Jada. This is all Jada's fault. This ain't Chris Rock's fault. This ain't Will's fault. This is Jada's fault, bro.
No, I 100% agree. Like she's caused that man a lot of mental stress over the last couple of years and still continuing to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it looks, like if a look or a glance made Will get up and do that, he's still suffering for whatever trauma she's bringing on to him. Yeah, and I don't know their situation like that. I don't know him like that or anything. That's just my personal opinion.
So that's the funny thing. You say that we don't know nothing, but we only know what we've been told. We only know what they've been putting out. And honestly, since the book's been coming out, we've been hearing all type of shit. The entanglement, we've been hearing all type of shit. We've been hearing all type of shit for a good minute, bro. And Will's been in the butt of the jokes, you know what I'm saying? From the entanglement, from, everything in between. And if it was Chris Rock or whoever, I think Will would have smacked whoever that was that day, unless it was The Rock or somebody. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have smacked whoever. It would have been white, black, whoever. It just so happened to be Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
It is crazy. The one thing I'll say is I think Chris Rock was, from a business standpoint, he was smart for not attacking. Because you look at Will now, I'm sorry you see in the news like they pushing back on his little movie with the deal he got with Netflix, and he had to remove himself from the Academy and all of that. So with Chris Rock, he's still touring as of today. He got a big tour coming up in the summer. Ticket sales and all that is skyrocketing. So for him, he's actually profiting from being slapped. Funny enough, but how I look at it, he's prospering from that. People want to hear what he has to say. People gonna want to hear what his brother has to say, and his brother talking shit right now.
Right. So he of course he's benefiting from the slap, because the first thing is everybody want to hear what he has to say. But anybody knows, what comedian or anybody who try to put out good content, it ain't gonna happen overnight. So these next couple of dates coming up, they're not finna get what they really want. But I guarantee you, by that summertime tour, you're gonna have him a good 20-30 minute, joke for that whole situation or whatever. But like you said, he is capitalizing off of it. I think he would have still got the same type of love if he would have attacked Will back. Like if he would have actually protected himself because it was justifiable. Like, yo, you don't come smack no man and don't expect no repercussions. So anywhere it goes, Chris Rock would have still got love. You know what I'm saying? I think Will, on the other hand, he's going to have to deal with the consequences. He resigned, like you said, he resigned from the Academy, which I don't know what the fuck that means, which probably makes him not eligible for future awards. But, I mean, Will been in the game for 30 years. This man was making movies, getting $20+ million per movie. He fine. You know what I'm saying? And all the little movies he had, like with Netflix and Sony coming up, I'm sure he been paid already. So they ain't canceling it. They just putting it on hold, which to me
pushing
means
it back. They're going to wait for everything to die down.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Coast is clear. All right, drop that shit. Of course, it's funny that I don't know how true the rumors is, but they said, they supposed to have a Red Talk coming up about this shit. And I'm like, wow, you motherfuckers going to jump out there and, I get it. Why give it an interview to anybody else besides your wife, So I think after the Red Talk, they're going to, right now, Will probably working on what he going to say, how he going to act and so forth. He going to work up a nice little, acting role with that. And we all going to feel sorry for him. And then boom, everything back to normal.
Honestly, I don't think he should do it. I don't think he should have that interview and have his wife be the one to interview him. Like that just, to me, that just look weird, bro.
Yeah, but the wife is in control. She's the cause of all this bullshit anyway, so you're not finna sit here and not give me the interview of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not finna give me the interview of the year. You ain't finna go sit with Gayle King. You ain't finna go sit with no motherfucking whoever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit your ass right here with me. We gonna control the narrative.
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? We gonna spin it how we want to spin it. The same way they did the entanglement. They spent it how they spent it, and before you know it, we all forgot about it and we kind of let it go. They're going to do the same shit again. Then once they do all that, boom, here come his movies. He's going to do some more magical shit on IG. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like it never happened. But truthfully speaking, bro, at first I was thinking it was fake. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody thought that.
Like a part of me, I still feel like it's fake. But when you got guys like Denzel and Will Packer, who produced the show, they are saying things that, okay, they don't seem to be taking this too lightly. They feel bad for this shit. So I kind of think like it was fake. But then now that I'm looking at it, okay, maybe it was real. So truthfully speaking, bro, and we got to record it. I would not be surprised if somehow, some way, Chris Rock will be on the Red Talk that day when they do it. He's going to come on there. They're going to have a heart-to-heart about jokes from the past, about Will's life, about Rock's life. They're going to fucking make it into like a fucking ultimate thing. They're going to apologize. Will going to cry. They're going to hug it out. And it's going to be bridge under the water. That's my truthful feeling. I believe they're waiting for confirmation right now to get Chris Rock to come on the show. What's your thoughts on that?
There's no way you're going to get me to come on the show and talk about a situation where I got slapped in front of millions of people, millions of viewers, and you think I'm going to sit across a table from you and chuckle, laugh, and let bygones be bygones. Like,
Okay.
fuck that. That's me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from
but you
my
said
point of view.
you saying that, right? So with that same thought process as if you Chris Rock, so why didn't you just attack him that day at the event? If you really was embarrassed, feeling how you feeling about everything that happened and took place live, why do you just didn't attack him then? Now a couple days, possibly a week or two went by. You know what I'm saying? You're more calm now. You got to understand it. You probably look at the film a little bit like, okay, you know what? You probably been reading online about how you've been picking that Jada for a few minutes, for a few years now. You probably feel like, okay, well, maybe the slap was deserving. And then Will calling you, because I know they got each other's numbers. Will calling you, blowing you up like, yo, talk to me, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Drop a bag. Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And then Will is fucking crazy enough to say, hey, get your leg back right now on live TV. At the table. You know what I'm saying? So for me, based on what you're saying, Rick Ross, Chris Rock don't got that what you're saying, like what you have in you. I believe if he felt any type of way, he would have reacted. Honestly, the man was strategic enough to know not to attack and not to react right here because of his money, because of his brand. So why not go on this motherfucker and talk about it for your money, for your brand? You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't give a fuck about none of that, it should have been WWE.
Now you brought up a point about, having time to review the footage, really, process the situation and all of that. Okay, right. Cool. Over a week time, that would be fine. They announced the whole red table thing like the very next day, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, but
see, or at least somebody was putting it out there that they was going to bring it to the red table.
Right. I don't know if that was them or not, for true or not. But then, as of yesterday, today is Saturday, so as of Friday, I've heard it again from one of those credible sites or whatever, which we ain't gonna shout them out, but so it might be true. You know what I mean? But then I wouldn't put it past them, because your wife just got exposed for fucking a young man and doing all this other shit while married. And they went to the Red Talk to talk about it.
Bruh, so,
and that was her embarrassment. Now you don't think he gonna go in here and do his? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I believe so. And I believe deep down, Chris Rock is gonna be on that motherfucker too.
We'll find out sooner or later, right?
I know.
I do want to give Chris Rock his props. He kept it G. He didn't press charges. Even though he could have, he had the right to, but he didn't.
Shit.
And that may even go towards what you're saying, like, no, I'm not going to press charges or anything like that. There got to be a way for me to capitalize off of this and maybe going on this red table talk and, hashing it out or however it's going to go. In some ways, I can capitalize off this negative situation. Right. But yeah, he didn't snitch, I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah. Out of all the things that happened, that nigga, remember, I ain't snitching because that's the worst. I can't get slandered for snitching, so... But if he was Jim Carrey, boy, Jim Carrey talk about filing charges and suing him for $200 million. So luckily, Chris Rock ain't taking that approach. But can you imagine the behind the scene calls they're both getting right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, everybody putting Will Smith on hold, blah, blah, blah. But Chris Rock is probably getting all type of calls. Hopefully some consoling calls, but at the same time, I think he getting a lot of business calls. And if Facebook and Red Table, whoever the fuck is behind that, if they're smart, they're going to try to get this man on this motherfucking table. And he going to apologize to Jada because she going to put her point of view. We're going to apologize to him. They're going to apologize to each other. And they've been friends for forever. You know what I'm saying? They've been friends for a while. It's just they've been a butt of the jokes the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I believe it's going to be something like that. And boy, I can't wait to be on the internet that day.
I do believe Will feels genuinely sorry for what he did. I do. I think he does.
I don't think he's genuinely sorry for what he did. I think he's mad at doing it, just period. Not who it is. And I think he's mad because we all kind of know why that really happened. And it's the woman he did it for. It's her fault, bro. I don't care. I'm not trying to, paint picture or whatever the fuck, not support black women, whatever that shit that everybody talk about now. Like, I support everything and everybody. But I really believe in these last few years, they have been the butt of the jokes, the topic of conversations because of her. And even when he doing positive shit, she came right on in and fucked it up one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So I really believe he's sorry that he did it because he didn't do it for himself. He did it because of her. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I'm saying he's also sorry because now you got other comedians, you know, they're like, oh, I'm scared to tell a joke on stage because I'm afraid to get smacked up. One, I think they overreacting with that.
Cheryl Underwood said that shit. I'm like, girl, girl, bye.
But I'm sure there's a few other comedians that possibly feel the same way that she does.
Well, what was
there other comedians like Tony Rock that was like, I wish motherfucker would come on stage and try to call himself smacking me. So, you know.
Where's everybody when they was feeling bad when that dude walked up on DC Young Fly and DC slept him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was all the what you call it? What was all that one? I think a few years ago, a motherfucker came on stage and the down there host, a comedian, had to hit the dude with the fucking microphone stand. You know what I'm saying? I think 50 Cent just posted that recently, like as a couple of hours ago. You know, as a a reminder, like, yo, motherfuckers been hopping on stage. Shit, who else? Recently, if motherfucker was trying to challenge Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying, at a comedy show, and then when the comedian stepped in, dude pulled the gun out on him. You know what I'm saying? Where was all that hype about, comedians ain't safe on stage when motherfuckers have been doing something similar already? But since it's a big name, it's a fucking trend right now. Everybody wanna, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm scared. I'm traumatized. I got anxiety. Shut the fuck up. My question to you is, who getting slapped next? Because I guess slapping season is back, baby.
Shit, I don't know. Fab may slap a few people, you know what I'm saying? Because he was getting chewed up on Twitter.
Oh, my God.
So I can see I said slap. I can see Fab slapping somebody, though.
They chew his ass up. But it's like, stay in your lane, playboy. You got a bad rep being. I think that's like, you know what I'm saying? You got a bad rep, bro. They already accusing you of knocking an old girl's teeth. Like, shut the fuck up. No, we're not to talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see Chris Brown saying anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't see certain motherfuckers with domestic cases in the past talking. Why the fuck are you talking, bro? Shut up. It was enlightening to see a lot of the comedians, take up for Chris Rock, and obviously a lot of the actors are not necessarily taking up for Will, but they're kind of like Denzel said, the devil just got him that day.
Yeah, I think they're sympathetic to Will because they know, like,
it's actors versus comedians right now. I get it, but all in all, boy, they gave us something to talk about for the week. We're probably the last pod to talk about it, hopefully, because everybody done had their takes. I've watched the videos from different angles now, man, and Chris Rock out here moving and grooving, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really got much to say about it right now. I wouldn't say shit for free anyway. You're not going to get none of my thoughts right now unless the check is in the bag. So when he do talk, best believe it'll be paid, and like I said before, it's probably going to be at that red table. You know what I'm saying?
It is, that's going to be crazy. But, I mean, that's their choice. They got to live with it. I think we all going to watch or, peep the interview. So we'll see what happens.
Smacking niggas up all 2022. You fair, man. Shout out to Mano. That nigga started slapping back when he got out of prison. That nigga was slapping everybody in the club. You know what I'm saying?
That strong backhand. But ladies, before you hype your man up to defend you, make sure he got hands. Or his ass gonna get smacked.
You feel me? Niggas out here thinking they will, and they find out they Chris. You know what I'm saying? Got a nigga out here like weave, pop, pop, pop. Man, but hey.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That's it.
Let's wrap this shit up, man. We ain't getting no Oscar. Previously on Everything Wavy. Nah, y'all, what's good? It is I, and I am him. It's your boy Big Mike, aka Wave De Niro, aka Dip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to Everything Wavy, episode 10, the disrespectful episode. And I'm here with my co-host.
It's your friendly neighborhood pod host, ripping the city of angels all the way from the city of sin. It's the one and only GQ Fresh, aka Wavy Smith. Now that we got that out the way, let's get the show started.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Shit. Cracking up at social media. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on.
Right. This has been a crazy, crazy week, but we back at it, man. How you feeling, man? How's your mental state of mind right now?
My mental state is good. You know, I just celebrated my wife's birthday, so we had a good time. Went out to dinner with the family, had some drinks, went bowling, did a little gambling. You know,
that's what you gonna do. Nigga, gonna gamble. Happy birthday to Sharonda. You know what I'm saying? Another year older, another year wiser. Salute.
Clap it up. Round of applause.
Right. And she took some shots. You know what I'm saying? She don't usually take no shots. So, you know what I'm saying? She got her little shots. Now she over there dancing.
Yo, she's just like, you gotta chill with the bottles. I'm like, nah, come on. Take another one. Knock one down, fill up a cup, knock it down again. Keep it going. But she a lightweight, bro.
Nah, she lightweight now, but when we take this group trip, you feel me? Like, she gotta take 4 shots by the hour. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no 4 shots in a day. You know what I'm saying? So you better get her liver ready.
For sure, I'll let her know. But let's keep it pushing because we got a lot to discuss.
Everybody hates Chris.
Man, look, I know Will smacking Chris Rock back to New Jack City is the talk of the week, but we did have some other topics to discuss. The Oscars, aka the Source Awards, that happened this past Sunday. So shout out to all the winners. One of those winners actually was Will Smith. He won Best Actor award for his role in King Richard.
To death.
That's not why he won the award. But he won the award for Best Actor for King Richard. His first Oscar win, mind you. So congratulations. Round of applause to that man.
Man, congratulations. Even though he fucked it up.
I don't know if he fucked it up because you can't hold what he did to Chris Rock to take away from his award. Sorry. Alcohol kick it in. But to take away from him winning that award, you know what I'm saying? Like, he acted his ass off in that movie. And when you and I both talked about it, we enjoyed it. So it's well deserved.
Here we are a week later and we ain't talking about the win. We're talking about the actions. You know what I'm saying? He also kind of took away some of the other winners, like Questlove. You know, he kind of was supposed to be presented right after that for their, documentary called Summer of Soul, which was why Chris Rock was coming out to announce that, and it kind of just overshadowed everything. So Will's and Questlove, I think somebody else after that, Oscar got overshadowed due to nonsense. But all in all, niggas still won. Salute to them on that.
Definitely,
I ain't won nothing. But yeah, it was good, man.
I think who else won? I think Sam Jackson, he won.
Finally, man, finally.
Certified legend when it comes to acting, though, for sure.
Facts. The man been in over 175 films, bro, since he started acting. And this is his first Oscar. That's crazy. And,
what was it, an honorary award? I think it was, right?
It might have been, but I think it might have been an honorary award. Denzel got a chance to, present it to him and all that. But, Sammy should have won something a long time ago.
Oh, facts.
Don't nobody say motherfucker like him. You know what I'm saying? He should have got his Oscars just off that right there. You feel me? But salute to Samuel. Sidebar, that nigga gave Will Smith a handshake like, about time somebody slapped that nigga. Yo. Yeah, that was that hard ass handshake. My nigga.
Hey, all that tells me is Sam been wanting to smack a shit out of nigga for a cool
minute. Man, he better chill. He getting that Capital One money. He can't be smacking nobody. But
oh shit. What else we got going on?
Shit, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart. They had a tour coming out this summer called Rock Hart. I think Chris Rock already had like a little mini tour going on, something right now called is it Bruise Ego or something Ego, which it's very fitting because I know the ego kind of hurt right now. But him and Kevin Hart got a fucking a tour coming out, this upcoming summer. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, Chris has actually got a show coming out here in Vegas, I think in May. And
nice.
I'm probably going to go check that out because I'm just curious to see, like, I agree with you what you said earlier. Like, he probably going to save a lot of, like, the whole situation for that summer tour.
Right.
But you never know. He might say a little something. So I kind of want to go check it out. Plus, I'm a fan of his anyway. So I was already thinking about that.
I mean, I think the Kevin Hart and Chris Rock tour is probably bigger. I think he's just doing like some, some sparring little tour dates just to get himself back in shape for the big tour. So if I was him, I'd save it for, that one. But ain't no telling, everybody going to show up. So that's going to be good, though. I might have to pop out for that one.
Well, the ticket prices are definitely skyrocketing for that summer tour with him and Kevin Hart. So
right.
It's going to be a good one. Hopefully he don't let us down because we're going to want to hear him talk some shit.
Right. So just kind of going away from entertainment for a little bit, kind of getting back into, the world's current events. A lot of the states are beginning to lift their mask mandates finally. What's your thoughts on that?
Again, I understand that the virus is still serious. It's still a thing. It ain't going away. But it's kind of like at this point, majority of people are vaccinated. Other people that are not vaccinated, they're at a point where you could tell like they don't care anymore.
Right.
You could really tell. So in any case, like removing it is a good thing. It lets people feel a little bit more like free to walk around and not have to look like they finna stick up every place they walk into. You know what I'm saying? Be able to breathe and things like that. So, I mean, it's about time. I do feel like it may pick back up with people getting sick again or a new strand or something may come out. God forbid it does, but you just never know. But in any case, let people live for the summer.
Well, God heard you because there is another strand supposedly out.
See, man.
It is one supposed to be going around, supposed to be 4 or 5 times stronger. You know how they do it. But, the whole mask mandate thing, it ain't a health move, it's a business move. You know what I'm saying? They removed those mask mandates so they can get people back into places and businesses and stuff, work, and so forth, So that virus ain't going nowhere. It's going to be here like the flu, like the common cold. It's going to be around. And some people going to get it and go on, and some people going to get it and go home. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that's another reason why Biden trying to like make it a thing to where people go back to work now. Like enough of this work from home. Like y'all can go into the office.
Right. So that's why they quote unquote making it okay to remove your mask. Because if the mask is removed, then that means it's clear, which in reality it's probably not. Even what's his name, Fauci, even he made some suggestions that we should actually go on lockdown again to get this next wave under control. But ain't nobody trying to hear all that. They're trying to make money. They're trying to get the economy booming. And, it's a unfortunate situation that, we never going to know the truth about if any of this shit is really, good for us. So, I'm still wearing my mask. I'm just going to be the eyeball until I feel comfortable. I'm just going to do it just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, I respect that. I'm fully vaccinated. I got the booster, me and my entire household. So I don't wear a mask like that, like out and about. But if I am going somewhere and I'm not comfortable with like the surroundings, like for instance, if I went to a concert or a Vegas show, no, I'll still wear a mask and, in that type of environment. But if I'm running to the store at a gas station or something like that, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm in and out at that point. But to keep it pushing, keep it on Biden a little bit. So he did sign a historical bill making lynching a federal hate crime. And
finally,
about damn time.
Finally got some type of fucking law that helps out minorities and black folks. All these other laws getting passed. And finally, after, mistake me if I'm wrong, but I think like over 100+ attempts has been, not just in his term, but in terms in the past, it's been, that bill has been presented, over 100+ times, and it finally got fucking passed. So, salute to Biden for finally doing something right. I give you a half of applause. But yeah, man, it's long overdue, but we still got a lot of shit that need to be passed along with that. So let's see what he does if he live up to his promise, because he ain't doing that for the most part. But we ain't gonna politically talk y'all head off about that. He need to get these fucking gas prices under control. Well, give everybody free Teslas or something, goddamn it, because my car take 93, goddamn it.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, they want to get people to go back to work. They want to remove the mask mandate to get people traveling, people driving and things. But the gas price is high as a bitch, right? Come on, man. I'm good.
That shit higher than Rue from Euphoria. Ain't nobody, man. I put in a good 40. That shit didn't move. I'm like, damn, the fill up my tank right now is like almost 80. I got a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine the homie with the big ass Tahoe. I know he probably putting in like 200.
Man.
You know what I mean? But it's funny to me. Like, I ain't trying to compare presidents, but Orange Cuz was always executive ordering something. He was always executive ordering something, bro. Like, that nigga wouldn't listen to nobody. I'm just gonna sign off. Fuck what y'all talk about. Like, I think Biden gonna have to take a page out of his book, bro, and just start demanding shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he can sign some shit right now and get the gas prices to drop. We can use our own oil. You know what I'm saying? To get these gas prices low. But yet, all he doing is pointing fingers, and enough's enough, y'all. So, shout out to all the Tesla drivers. Y'all out here loving it. Man, but
the little hybrids and all of that. Like, yeah, man. Shit. I don't know. I'm cool on the hybrid at the moment. It's not for me. Anyway, to keep it pushing, 50 Cent calls out stars again. It's just like, yo.
It was all good until they didn't give him what he asked for. You know what I'm saying? That was his tactic back in the day with the first power, whenever they didn't, renew the season fast enough or didn't give him what he wanted, he would kind of just come out to social media and talk shit, and all his subscribers will unsubscribe from stars after the season. And, stars will see like a huge drop, like 200% decrease in subscribers after every power season until they finally start giving him these other shows and shit. And he ain't did it in a long time. Because think about it. He done got like, 4 new shows, about 3 or 4 new power seasons after that one. You know what I'm saying? So it worked. But, since they ain't renewed season 2 of Force, he's calling them out, and he's been letting all of us know you got X amount of episodes left, and then y'all know what to do. So we shall see.
Yeah, but I think he said something about, won't have anything new for 6 months. Not
right.
Here's 6 months. 6 months don't sound like it's very long. But for people who enjoy the whole Power universe, that's a long ass time. Yeah,
because I think he's filming Kanan and Tariq Power, however you want to call it, Ghost Book 2. They're filming both at the same time right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. But hey, I'm not surprised. He's gonna get his way. So I think one more episode of Force before
maybe one or
over.
2. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they get they get a season 2 sign off on it. My question to you is, do you think they deserve a season 2 for Force?
Yes. And I only say yes is because there are some series where the first season is good, but it's not great. And then once the second season comes in, or they leave the first season on a cliffhanger, and then that second season come in, and it's like, boom, it grabs your attention back. And now you're getting more dived into certain characters, more of the storyline. So I would say at least give it a season 2. If season 2 doesn't meet expectations, then, it might be done after that.
Well, see, from what I'm understanding, the season is getting the views. It's just not getting the impact. I don't think it's being talked about enough as they would like all the other episodes. Even though a lot of people don't like the Tariq one, they still talk about it, good and bad. On this one, it's kind of like everybody's 2 cents has just been like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and that's because people feel like, they taking this direction on this one a little different. Like, they force feeding us too much information. They doing too much. Some people don't even like the fact that Tommy is like a motherfucking superhero at this point. Like, he never gets fucking hurt, he never gets shot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't like how they portraying Tommy to be like untouchable.
But so, Ghost was the same way. Ghost wasn't getting hurt. Ghost was, know what I'm saying? Like, he was in and out of places undetected. Come on, bro. Like,
that's why he called Ghost, nigga. It made sense. It was hidden. But this white boy driving around with a fucking blue Mustang and shit, nobody seemed to know where he at. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? He just went to a whole Chicago and took over in 4 days. Like, come on. It is some questionable shit, but all in all, I like it. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't hit yet, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, 50 gonna get what he want. You know what I'm saying? Low key, he shot out a movie on Showtime that Viola Davis is in, and I thought that was kind of funny because the last thing stars want is for Showtime to come over and grab Power Universe.
Oh, they definitely want that.
I think that was a strategic move by 50 to shout out a Showtime show doing why you over here. It's like, why would you shout out the ops when you know what I'm saying?
Because it's chess, not checkers, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, yeah. So, who knows? 6 months is a long time from now. We might get all the powers on Showtime. So,
don't nobody really be fucking with Showtime like that, so they could use that. Man.
Yeah, but.
So your boy Pusha T dropped a diss track on McDonald's for Arby's. So it's Pusha T over there. He with the meats. Pause.
Pusha T over here playing. That nigga playing chess. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, the first cocaine kingpin, commercial track making diss record ass. This dude. The crazy thing is, I don't know if you knew, him and his brother actually wrote the theme song for McDonald's back in the day.
Wait, what?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. That's him and his brother. They did that.
Wow.
So he was getting bread over there.
I didn't know that.
For a while, but Arby's came with the bag, so he like, fuck them square fishes, nigga. Them fish fillets, fuck them. We over here with the Arby fishes, you know what I'm saying? So whatever they gave him, boy, it was worth it because, he gave McDonald's a little slogan. He gave them a whole 16. Hey, and to this day, bro, I still ain't seen one nigga eat Arby's, so
I was just about to say that.
I got my own thoughts.
To say that.
Like, look, somebody jokingly said it one day too on Twitter, like Arby's ain't nothing but a what's it called? You wash the dirty money at, you know what I'm saying? Like Ozark, you know what I mean? Like you use Arby's just to launder money.
Launder money. It's a front.
And then coincidentally, a cocaine rapping nigga talking about working with Arby's, like, that's very interesting, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, but that's crazy. Shout out to Pusha for that. Business is business. And from what they said, about $8.2 million in value happened within like 24 hours after that disc came out. So, it looked like hip hop about to start fucking with Arby's.
Wow. If I see Rick Ross with an Arby's sandwich, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
He finna make that Arby Wingstop collab.
Oh man! Speaking of disses,
oh shit!
Mace took shots at Diddy in his new little single out, Oracle 2.
I ain't gonna lie, I like it. That shit hard. If you listen to what he's saying, like a lot of people didn't like it because he's using auto tune. But if you get past the auto, first of all, everybody's fucking auto tune at this point. But if you look past the auto tune and listen to what he's saying, he's telling. Like he's saying some very telling shit or whatever. Like he calling out Diddy in many ways. He insinuating motherfuckers know who hit Biggie. You know what I'm saying? He insinuating niggas been stealing money from him. Like it came right after all these people from Making the Band and all these other artists from Bad Boys start coming out saying like, yo, they Puffy do bad business or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, boom, here come the Oracle 2. And he dropping more and more information. But I like it though. It's catchy. You know what I'm saying? I like it. He's spitting. What about you?
Now let me ask you a question. Is it that Diddy does bad business? Or are they just bad at like reading the contract? Really understanding what they're getting into.
I mean, truthfully, I think that's one way to do it, but you gotta look at the situation. You taking advantage of someone, you know what I'm saying? Like the contract could be better, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, obviously the person don't have to sign the contract, they got a choice, but these people are coming from the mud, coming from the gutter, working their hardest to get a dream to come true, And here you are coming with dreams. You're selling the dreams. See, that's the thing. Of course, you got to read your contract, but a lot of motherfuckers is just not reading the contract because they so busy listening to the motherfucker words. So if a motherfucker telling you something of his status, you're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to read the contract. You should still read the contract, but think about it. Most motherfuckers who, got money, they lawyers read the contract for them. You just getting started. That's like us. When we finally get deals and shit, like we going to actually have to sit there and read our own shit or pay somebody to actually read it for us and break it down what this mean before we sign it. If we just go off what we see, which is the highlighted numbers and so forth and so on, we can get got too. You know what I'm saying? So that's our fault. But at the same time, that's also someone's taking advantage of someone in a down situation. And I think everybody who was with Bad Boy at some point was probably taken advantage of. So it's
crazy.
It's two-way street for me. It's two-way street. It's kind of like Trey Songz. Like, if a motherfucker keeps saying it about you at some point, it got to be true. People keep saying, did he do bad business? So this is not a week old. This is for decades of hearing about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And, we don't got a problem because we trying to be sponsored by Ciroc. We know how to read. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know what the word means, I'm going to ask Siri. You know what I'm saying? So Diddy, holler at us.
That's crazy. Right?
Let us make our own decisions, goddammit. Niggas over there and reading, that's their fault. But all in all, you know what I mean? If you take advantage of someone, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up too. But it's a two-way street in my opinion. But it's been going on for a decade. Some change. Everybody calling out Diddy. That's them. We good. You know what I'm saying? Ciroc, strawberry, watermelon, whatever. Care, holler at us.
So,
but
the Game and 50,
oh, Lord.
They had a little back and forth on IG, Twitter, and all of that, And just to put a little backstory on that, Game was on the Drink Champs. He had a lot to say. Could we see possibly a versus between the two of them?
We'll more likely see a face-to-face brawl before we see them in versus.
Damn.
Look, first of all, this is a one-sided situation. You know what I'm saying? This is all the Game, not 50. 50's only kind of reacting and kind of only chiming in, while Game is the one trying to create, this feud or this ongoing back and forth, which really it ain't been back and forth. It's just been Game doing all the extras. You know what I'm saying? So again, 50 doing what he doing. Game over here. First of all, you dressing like Kanye West now, whatever. You with Kanye West for 2 weeks and all of a sudden now you dressed in black wearing a mask and shit. Like weird shit. So you're already doing that. And you go on Drink Champ, you saying all these, I don't want to call them lies, but you're definitely telling a fib at the highest of the highest. And you say some outlandish shit that had the internet talking like, oh, Kanye did more for you in 2 weeks than what Dre did your whole career. Like, that's bull. And all 50 did was say, wait, what? What's going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's confusing because that nigga would know exactly what Dre has done for you. Like, when Dre wanted to drop the Game, that's why he gave you the 50. You know what I'm saying? So he actually did you a fucking favor. But, whatever.
He's done him a few favors. That's where I felt like that comment was like,
all right, bro,
you saying this for attention, bro, because
right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You on the stage, you finally get some attention. You've been very quiet for a long time. It's time to make yourself relevant. So here you go with the fabrications and the stories. He was saying shit like, oh, he wrote "What Up, Gangsta," you know what I'm saying, for 50 and all that shit. Like, bro, Sean Money Excel said that motherfucking record was made way before we even met fucking Dr. Dre now. You know what I mean? So he capped on that, But again, now you saying some slick shit, 50 kind of reacts. Just like the rest of us saying, wait, what? That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then he go at 50 with a long caption. 50 didn't reply. And like you said earlier about the whole Jimmy I honestly think Jimmy I didn't see the nigga. Like, the nigga on the mask. You know what I'm saying? And if he did see him, like, why would I talk to you? You've been talking shit for this long. Like, this is not the time to be talking. So whatever. Bridge under the water. Of course, 50 did what everybody else did, which just laugh and kind of,
Yeah, but it didn't even look like Gang was trying to speak to Jimmy neither. It was like a mutual, I'm going to ignore you, you ignore me. We just cross a path and keep it pushing. Like,
well, that dude he stopped in front of Jimmy. I don't know if that guy was with Jimmy or not, but he stopped him or whatever, and Jimmy just smoothed on by, and 50 just laughed, just like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that was Jimmy Iovine. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, that just gave Game another reason to just do Game things, which is go extra out and he just went corny, man. It was ridiculous, bro. You doing all this caption, talking all this nonsense.
Yeah, that's why I was like asking the question about the whole versus thing, because he's like, track for track, like, I'm like, all right, you probably still putting out music where 50's like occasionally putting on, but 50 doing bigger things. You want to do a versus with him to prove what exactly? Like, we all know you can rap. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's the thing. He been know how to rap. 50 Cent taught him how to make music, actual music. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think a lot of misconstrued when it comes to when people say, "Oh, 50 wrote for him." I don't think he wrote for him per se, but he taught him how to make music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with that.
Would get on that motherfucker and rap 300 bars for no fucking reason. Like, bro, we make hits over here. This is how you break a hit now. Just like I think Jam Master Jay taught 50 how to write. You know what I'm saying? Hits or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing wrong with that. But the game is the game, man. You gotta exaggerate. You gotta make yourself relevant. And having a verses with the game, it's like, okay, they get 20 songs, right? So when he play Hated to Love It and This Is How We Do It, 50 Cent get 2 points already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta play those songs.
You gotta play them.
So do it count as a point for 52, or do they just cancel each other out like it's a tie 0-0? You know what I mean? Like, who knows? But 50 wouldn't do a versus with Game because Game wants attention, and Game would do something to try to show out. And we still know 50 Cent ain't that type of nigga to be played with, and the Game not that either. You know what I'm saying? Game is it's a hood nigga too, but. The last time these two niggas had beef, that shit led to shooting. It really led to a shootout. So they are not unfamiliar with violence with each other. But ultimately, bro, I just think Game is not worthy of going up against 50. Not just because of the music, but just because of the way he is as far as how he's demanding of attention. Mind you, it's the same nigga that want to wear his drawers in the mirror and post a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're going to keep it pushing after that.
I don't want to do a versus with nigga in his drawers. Like,
we are going to keep it moving.
You feel me? Like, this nigga weird, man. Like, you do too much, bro. This nigga pulled up a fucking DM from 50's current girl from 2015. Like, nigga, 50 didn't know her back then. Why is that relevant? And why do you still have a fucking screenshot from 2015? Like, you've been having this in the tuck, waiting to use this? Like, that's weird shit to me, bro. Like, what? So when he do shit like that, bro, why the fuck would I do anything with you, bro?
It's all a game.
Yeah, that nigga is a game. I don't want to play that shit. You say, yo, bitches in my DMs, bro. Like, nigga, that was years ago. Like Rick James, that was weeks ago, motherfucker. like, bro, you corny. Like the nigga really said he wrote "What's Up, Gangsta," bro. Why would I do a versus with you? You delusional. Just to prove himself. The nigga drank a whole bottle of Czechoslovakia, whatever that drink is called. That nigga drank the whole bottle on the interview. For what? Nobody in Drink Champ told him to. Everybody said don't do it. That nigga did it anyway.
He did.
Why?
Yo, shout out to them about the Drink Champs, man. Like, to Dorian, like, for real, because he was looking at Game like, bro, you serious right now?
You gotta relax. Like, I think said, do it. Niggas cough. Do it. Like, bro, you everything ain't about music with the Game. It's like, the Game can rap, like you said. He got some bars, bro. But he is just as irrelevant. This last song he just dropped, Easy, was probably the more current, listen-toable song. And we only listen to it because of the Kanye West line. Come on, man. It's a cool song, but it ain't nothing great. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me this before we move on. What song is the Gang gonna play when the nigga play the Power Anthem? What song does the Game have in his arsenal that got any type of heat to go up against Power Anthem, bro? Tell me.
I off the top of my head, I can't give it to you. You know what I'm saying? But
like, before we even get to Richard Die Trying, before we get any of that, before we get into the Massacre, bro, before we get into the Genie and the Beg for Mercy, before we get into any of that, What song is he gonna go up against? A Big Rich Town? Huh? Like I gotta understand. Not the Trey Songz version either.
Again, like off the top of my head, I don't know, but I'm not gonna disregard Game like Game ain't got no. He gonna play it. I'm not gonna disregard Game if like Game ain't got no hits though, but I don't know what he would put up against that.
He come from the coldest parts, bro.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
This is where it goes down. He said he never took a straight path nowhere. What are you gonna do when Power Anthem drops, bro? Come on, man. He might play Dream, the one he had with Kanye West. That might be a good one. What y'all think out there? What song can the Game play against the Power Anthem? All right, so what three songs Game got that's gonna be like for sure points?
What's his first? I think his first single for sure, West Side Story.
I don't remember that one.
See, you capping because you know you.
No, I don't. The first song I remember is "Hate It or Love It," and "This Is How We Do It." But wasn't that "This Is How We Do It"? Wasn't that his introduction song?
No.
And then West Side Story came out afterwards.
No, I think West Side Story was his first single off the documentary.
That tells me what I know.
But then again, like I don't know if you've been like a big Game fan like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you was listening to a lot of South music back then, though.
Y'all listen to Game. We used to ride around. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Game and shit. Big B's, throwing big B's in the air. You know what I'm saying? Swooping and stuff, he was G'ing him. While he was G'ing that nigga, that was it. It was like, all right, you done. Just like everybody else cut him off. Once he wasn't G'ing no more. What's that story? Does that feature 50?
Nope. It's him by himself.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
That was a good song, but that This Is How We Do It set the tone.
Oh, This Is How We Do It definitely set the tone. The video and all that.
The West Side Story was the introduction, and everybody heard it. It was okay. When This Is How We Do It came out, to the moon. All right, so you think West Side Story? All right, boom. What's the other two? Real quick, come on.
Start From Scratch, West Side Story. If I had to pick another one, because I forgot about Start From Scratch. Correct me if I'm wrong. Timbaland did that beat, right? I want to say Timbaland did that beat.
Oh, go ahead. Go. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was hard. But then that's when 50 Cent could play in the club or you know what I'm saying? Patiently waiting. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it a little bit. Like, that's a hard ass song, but 50 can match that one.
But if you look at Games, like a lot of his songs, like he telling some type of like story, so it's always like them slow, mellow type beats. They ain't really like no club bangers.
Then he can't be in then he shouldn't do a versus. Then if that's what if you making excuses for him,
I'm not making excuses. I'm
good
making
music is good music. Anyway, we spend too much
his
time
music, nigga. I'm not finna sit here and deny it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I listen to the nigga shit.
You big thugging.
What the fuck does that mean?
You big thugging. You listen to Easy?
You funny.
I'm asking you a question.
You know I did.
No. Do you listen to it? Like, is that some shit you in your rotation?
No, it's not in my rotation.
What about the one that he did a while back after Nip died? He was kind of sounding like Nip a little bit. You was fucking with that one too? He was kind of mimicking his style?
I don't fuck with him when he mimicking other rappers and shit. Like, I did like some joints off the documentary too. I thought the documentary too was a good project. The Double Dish one, I was fucking with that.
Now, in more important news, especially for the homie, male birth control pills are on the horizon.
What homie you talking about? You ain't talking about me.
Nah, not you. For the other homie. Raw dog no good.
Yo.
Mr. Raw Dog no good. Mr. How much you need for that abortion, baby girl? Mr. I'm allergic to the rubbers. Now they got something for you. The man birth control pills.
It's not here yet,
soon.
but it's on the way.
Is it lit? What's up? Copping them?
Nah, fuck no, I ain't copping them.
Yeah, this is crazy. They got male birth control pills coming.
Yo, chicks will be buying that, you know what I'm saying, in the tuck for niggas. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got no rubbers on me. Oh, don't worry. Pop one of these pills real quick. That shit gonna be funny.
Popping a pill. You gonna pop this after plan B, and I'm gonna pop this this plan A. You know what I'm saying? Like, we about to get it popping.
Yo, that shit gonna be wild, bro.
Niggas gonna be out here selling that shit too on the low. Yo, I got them pills on the low. I got them the male births, the male BCs. Nigga, the homie gonna be popping those like 30s, like 30 perks. That's gonna be crazy to see how this shit is. They probably gonna make them expensive as fuck too. And then the side effects is what I'm worried about. I see people joking about that shit gonna make you thick and have breasts and shit, but you know. Look, man, wear rubber, pull out, or get snipped. You know what I'm saying? But if you niggas out here don't got the vaccine but gonna take this motherfucking Plan B pill for the man, y'all are different. Y'all niggas, boy.
Yo, they using people for the research. So it's dudes already out here test trialing and shit. So it's like, I don't know. I'm curious to know how much they paying niggas to take this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, some niggas
I can't do it. I'm good.
It's gonna be funny though, because I know it's gonna cause an uproar. You know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever we gotta do.
No, whatever they gotta do. I'm super good.
I just know what I'm getting the homie for his birthday. And they got a pack of them motherfucking male BCs. Take 2 of these.
Man.
But that's crazy, man. But let's move along.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and say this real quick. Rest in peace to the 14-year-old. I think his name is Tyree Sampson. He's the young man who was on the ride in Florida at an amusement park where the seat malfunctioned and he fell from it.
So sad, man. That shit was crazy, bro. Motherfucker sent me the video and I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna watch it. And I realized what it was. I was like, oh shit, bro. That was hard to watch. I as a father.
Yeah, I was sick to my stomach as a father. Like,
my son loves roller coasters, bro. And it's crazy because it's like he's 6'5", and 300 some pounds at 14. And I'm 6'5", you know what I'm saying? And I've always felt uncomfortable on rides for that exact reason. I never felt like the shit was always lamped down on me correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get on those little roller coasters and they put the little bar on your lap. Like, everybody else be like, click, click, click. My shit used to be like, click. And that shit used to freak me out. You know what I'm saying? So I never felt comfortable being tall on rides anyway. I feel like I was about to hit my head type of shit. So I'm like against roller coasters, but my son loves them. And just seeing that, it's like, damn, my son like a little adrenaline junkie. And I can only imagine, you know what I mean? Just the fear, from what they were saying. Supposedly he kind of told his friends, like, yo, I don't think I'm going to make it. Tell my mom and dad I love them. Like that was hard, man.
Yo, even for him to have that in his mind, like,
right.
Yo, I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't have been his homie sitting next to him. Like, I did everything in my power, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold his hand, you know what I'm saying, grab like something to keep him up. And I'm sure he tried, bro, but
that's unfortunate too, man. And then on top of that, the family got to grieve, and now, of course, the amusement park and everybody trying to, point fingers and shit, saying, oh, the latch was down and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, bro. Whoever was doing that fucking ride check should have seen that boy and seen his position in that chair and realized he wasn't, able, and they should have removed him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I know it sucks. He wanted to have fun, but it is what it is right now. You can't get on, and they failed him. Those personnel who was in charge of that ride failed him, and unfortunately, this is what happened. And for the company to be trying to point the finger, that's fucked up, bro. Like, and the latch was down when the ride stopped. That's because once he fell out of it, the latch probably went back into its correct position. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's going up, however many stories and coming down 70 miles per hour, and the young man fell out way early before he even got close to the ground. What gravity says it's going to probably, that's like your trunk. You know what I'm saying? You drive with your trunk open, and when you make a hard break, that motherfucker gonna close. Same thing probably happened with this shit. So that's probably why when the ride stopped, the latch was on because of, the gravity and the speed, and for them to try to use that as an excuse to cop out for not being responsible, that's even more fucked up. But it is sad all across the board.
Man. Yeah, that pulled on the heartstrings for me, for real. Then another thing. Oh, go ahead.
The most disgusting part of all this is that I just saw today, some woman was all on the news portraying to be his cousin. And she made up this whole story about how, like, he was calling her saying, oh, he needed some money so he can get on the rides and go to the thing. Like, she copped out and got him some money and gave him money so he can go while she was at work. She was like, oh, he'd call and kind of say, like, oh, they won't let me on this ride and this ride because I'm too big. And she was basically making it seem like she was encouraging him, like, to not feel bad. And then finally, when he was about to get on this ride, she, like, called him, like, oh, they're about to let me get on. And she was all happy for him. And then the parents and the family came out like, we don't know who this lady is, bro. But this lady was out here lying to the news, making up a whole story.
That's
she was
crazy.
She was actually at, how people come back to the memorial site to bring candles, flowers, and tell you, she was there, receiving donations, bro. She had a GoFundMe. Like, whoever this woman is, bro, is trying to capitalize off this young man's death. And that is the part that really fucked me up. Like, wow. Like, how can, like, that's heartless to me, bro. Like, were you serious? That was the part that was most disgusting to me, bro. I'm surprised you didn't see that, bro. That was crazy.
No, I didn't see that. But in any case, like, what would possess you to do some shit like that?
I mean, greed and clout. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
For not us, you know what I'm saying? We got souls and we got morals and all that. But for somebody like that, bro, she clearly saw opportunity, took advantage of it. And unfortunately, people fell for it and they was donating to the fucking GoFundMe and all that shit, bro. She was receiving money and shit at the memorial site. And supposedly the police can't do nothing about it because they don't have no proof of it just yet. But this lady is clearly on TV saying X, Y, and Z. And the family had to leave a statement saying that is not a part of our family. We don't know who this lady is or we don't even know if that's her real name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is disgusting. So prayers to that family, man. But that bitch right there that's terrible, bro.
Yeah, that's horrible. 100%.
Oh, man. But we're wrapping up this segment, man. This is the 3-year passing of Nipsey Hussle, man. Still a hard thing to, to go back and remember, man. But rest in peace to the late, great Nipsey Hussle, man. Still a legend in my eyes, man. You feel me?
Most definitely.
His legacy will forever live on. I think a lot of people have changed their living ways to, pursue the marathon. So he left us early, man, but his mark will be here forever.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga.
Yo, we back, man. Yeah, that was a good hot topic. I'm sure somehow the game gonna diss us and get on our heads, but you know what I'm saying? I got some bars for him if you're ready. But this next segment, man, is probably our most talked about segments. A lot of our listeners fucks with this segment. This is our Q&A section of the topics, and like, again, we want our listeners to send us questions, that you want our advice from, So lately we've been getting some questions, some good ones, some stupid ones, and some okay ones. So I try to pick the best, Quinn try to pick the best as well. The ones that we know we can get some good, some good feedback from. And I think we got a good couple of ones for this episode. So again, We love when y'all comment and reply to us, y'all thoughts on these Q&As as well. Because again, these are our, thoughts and our opinions. But if you have something different, let us know. Let us hear it. We like it. You know what I mean? If you got a question or two, hey, we all ears. So hit the DMs, hit the comments, you know what I'm saying? And we're definitely making sure we put it on the show for the next episode. So we got some good questions. First one I pulled up, this one right here. He posted this motherfucker on Instagram and the fellas went crazy. Some of the women went off leaving novels, you know what I mean? So my question to you, Q, is, why are men scared to commit in a relationship?
I don't know if I don't know if I want to use the word scared, right? But in any case,
Right.
That's in the question. But I don't know if I would use scared. But men don't commit to relationships because what really defines being in a relationship, right? Is it just more so, hey, we're sleeping together, like we take care of one another, we supporting each other, things like that. So in most cases, I would think like men don't commit to a relationship because they don't really know what it means to be in one now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so when that question was sent to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like, like I was kind of caught off guard because this was sent by a young lady, of course, and I'm assuming this is based on her experience. So I'm assuming maybe the dude or dude she was messing with, in the last, who knows, probably didn't want to commit, so again, my opinion, men don't want to commit. I don't want to say scared. Men don't want to commit, you know what I'm saying, to a relationship. Quite frankly, they not ready. That's one reason. That's probably the main reason. Another reason why men wouldn't want to commit to a relationship is because, let's just say, you're not what they see you, you know what I'm saying, as the partner they want to be with. You know what I mean? Like, some women have to really look in the mirror, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? Not saying men are the prize and shit like that, but both parties got to learn to look in the mirror and realize you may not be the one for that person, which is exactly why dating is supposed to happen, so you can find your match, and so you might think this man is for you, but he don't think that for you. You know what I'm saying? He see you for what you might be, which is a beautiful face, a nice body, a quick fuck, a quick dinner, a good buddy or whatever, and no more, no less, while you, on the other hand, you might see this man as everything, good looking, good job, blah, 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 whatever. And you want him to be the one, but he don't want you to be the one. So some men don't commit, in my opinion, is because you're not the one he wants to commit. Because trust and believe, when we want to commit, we commit. That's why a lot of women be out here be so shocked that men will be in a relationship with a woman for 5-10 years and don't commit. And then all of a sudden they get with a woman for 6 months and boom, they married. You know what I mean? Because when we know, we know. So realistically, men are not committing to you per se, ladies. It's probably because you're not the one. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? That's why you're supposed to date. It's a billion people out here. One of these motherfuckers is for you. So just because this man don't commit doesn't mean other men wouldn't. You know what I mean? So you got to find your match. In my opinion, men ain't scared. Men just, we know what we want. We get that feeling. We got that vibe. We got that, that connection that tells us, okay, this is the one. Sometimes it's explainable and sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Okay. I agree with you saying. I think another thing is kind of back to what I said at the beginning. Some men may not want to commit, or quote unquote scared to commit, because they don't know what they really want in a relationship. So why would they commit to something that they don't really know what they want to have? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I want to hang out. I know I want to fuck. I know I want to do all this, but I don't really know if I want to settle down, move in, have kids with you. Because that's all part of committing to a relationship. Like, at some point you're trying to build with that person. But if I don't know what that looks like for me, why am I going to commit?
Right. That's word. That's real. Some of the women, who responded to, my IG post as far as like their thoughts on why men, might be scared or might not want to commit. A lot of them use, their how he was brought up, A lot of them use shit like, niggas ain't shit. A lot of the women made excuses. I got some long ass, responses. Just kind of skimming through one of them. She said, I do feel as though clear communication and accountability of one's actions are extremely important, regardless of what the situation is. No one wants to be strung along. A woman can be absolutely perfect, but if a man is not ready, she would never be good enough. And that sums it up right there. Like, if you see, but then again, it's like, who said you was perfect? No disrespect.
Exactly.
Like, you think you're perfect, and what you're supposed to think highly of yourself. Don't get me wrong, but you think you're perfect, and the man may not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like, the women have to understand, like, it's a possibility you may not check off all the boxes for the man, and vice versa. Especially in today's day, women want a man to have all these boxes checked off, and if a man don't have them checked off, they ain't fucking with him. So it's the same with the men. Our boxes on what we checking off might be different, but there's still boxes to be checked off. You know what I'm saying? So she's saying, the woman could be perfect, but you're saying the word perfect based on how you feel about yourself. While he looking
that's
over
a
here
personal
saying,
opinion of yourself.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because again, speaking from experience, once the man knows this woman is the perfect choice, not the perfect woman, the perfect choice, the perfect match, that man will commit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then on top of that, let's be honest. Before I, put on my Thanos ring and all that shit or whatever, like, it's a lot out here. Like, why the fuck would I settle down right now if I'm not ready to? You know what I mean? Like, ladies have to set boundaries too. They have to kind of set some guidelines. Like, if you're going to fuck with a nigga, give a nigga a little bit. Don't give him everything. Because if you give us everything, we're going to take everything until they no more. And then we go on to the next. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I think a lot of the women who get the man or get the ring or whatever, I think a lot of them only give out portions of what they got. And that keeps the man around more. You know what I mean? Men like a challenge, men like a chase, men like to earn. You know what I'm saying? They're a woman as well. But when you give it all to us at one time, the fuck am I sticking around for? It's just too much out here for a man to sit here and be like, I'm going to settle down with this girl. She don't got everything I want. She don't do everything I need. But I'm just going to settle down when it's a billion other girls out here. Some men just think that way, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Like, I know it probably sounds fucked up from a woman's ear, and I know some of y'all gave me y'all spiel on what y'all believe, but, and my rebuttal to that is remove yourself from your own shoes and put yourself in, look at it from a man's point of view. Like, if you were a man and looking at yourself, like, do you really check off all the boxes? You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Again, it's not all bashing women or whatever. Just saying, like, men, we don't know what we want half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the men who responded to the questions had one sentence or a couple of words. They didn't say much. And a lot of chicks was like, they ain't even making no sense. But most men understand what they were saying. You know what I mean? So we don't understand. We don't even know what we want half the time. But when we do know, we feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unexplainable. Like, I can't tell you what exactly it is, but if I feel it, then I know. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But to help this young lady a little bit more, you got to look at it too, like commitment to a relationship. I mean, if I'm not single, but I'm married, but I see other single people, right? And I see a lot of the stuff that they go through with relationships and this and that and arguing and being on social media. And I also know a lot of people that are married. I've seen people be married, committing to a person and only being married a year and then getting a divorce. And then I've seen somebody be married for a year, get a divorce, find somebody else, get married again, and then not less than 2 years, divorced again. It's just like, yo, at any point, other men seeing that, they like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm good. I know a lot of men that are like, I'm cool on marriage. Marriage is not for me. Like, I'm just trying to live my life and have a good time. And women, you are going to come across a lot of men like that.
Right.
And
Especially
until,
this day
like
and
Mike
age.
said, until they're at a point where they know what they want and they found somebody that matches them, then it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm ready to take that chance of commitment with this person.
Right. Like one homie said, you know what? Honestly, I ain't done fucking the hoes. That's what he said. He was being
And
honest.
that
like,
is a honest reply to that question.
right.
You either take it
And
or leave
yeah,
it.
and that's real shit. Like again, he ain't ready to go. I knew when I was ready to go. You know, my jersey went to the Raptors. I was done. You know what I'm saying? I did what I was supposed to do. I had my fun. I put up my numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, after that, it's like when you get older and your mindset change and, you know, your view on how things are changed, then the hoes or whatever you want to call them, or the chicks or the dating or the fun, whatever it is, eventually that shit gets played out. You know
It
what I'm
get
saying?
old.
Eventually it gets old and you don't even want to deal with that no more. And, you know, some guys ain't, you know, I don't want to call them late bloomers, but some guys are probably late bloomers. They probably just now starting to get, you know, real action, and they ain't ready to give it up yet. Like, you know, and that's fair. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just think women have to understand, like, you know, not these women per se, but women have to understand every man that you meet ain't the one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Another thing I would say is don't try to commit in a relationship with a man so soon. Like some women, and I've seen this personally, right? Try to pick up where they left off. Like they'll break up with a nigga today and find another nigga in like a week or two and try to pick up with that man where she left off with the last man. Nah, we don't work that way. And the fact that you think that that's possible is crazy to me, but some women do. Again, I'm not bashing because I think there's some niggas that got some some fucked up ways of thinking too. But I've witnessed that, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, some women don't like to be alone. And it's okay to be alone. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to take your time. But then again, some women are on the clock too. Like they on their clock. They need to hurry up and get married. You know, some women set goals for themselves to be married at a certain age, to be, you know, house, home, babies at a certain age, and a lot of them maybe getting close to that number, that deadline, and they just trying to hurry up and find a man. And then a lot of them, you know, ignore the red flags that this dude may have shown just because they getting close to that deadline. And then when he don't commit, they wondering why. He was never for you in the first place. You just was too in a rush to see that. One of the men I was hit me up was saying like he's still trying to work on himself. He's just trying to get himself right, be ready to be prepared so he can be the right man for the woman. And from his experience, you know, the women are impatient. You know, and I kind of joked with him like, "Oh, some women want microwave dudes. Like, you gotta be 3 minutes and ready. Like, because again, she's probably on her own, you know, deadline. So you got men out here who really trying to get right to be the man, but then some women are in a rush, and you like, fuck it, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is go. Like, I'm trying to put air in the tire, but you ready to drive off and wonder why we got another flat because I never put the air in the tire. Like, let me get the car together before we get the riding off into the sunset, and then you won't have these problems. So there's some men out here who want to be the right man, and there's some men out here who still having fun. And I think a lot of women are either in a rush or they just really colorblind and don't see them red flags, and they just jumping on and then be surprised when the man ain't the man they thought he was going to be. You know what I mean? Because
don't rush. Don't rush. Have you ever been doing something and you've been rushing and then you ended up making a mistake?
Yep, human error.
Yeah, same thing. Same concept. You rush, trying to rush a relationship, trying to rush a commitment, trying to rush a marriage, and you're going to end up making a mistake or, and in any case, making a bad decision or choice of someone you want to, quote unquote, commit with, and turn around and find out your life will be in shambles in the next year and a half. I'm just saying.
Shout out to one of the homegirls. She was saying, men only ready to commit once they go bald, they beard and connect, and they already got a bunch of kids. Like, she like, fuck out of here. Like, don't try to come at me when you already spoiled and expired. And then I laughed. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. When I left the game, my hairline was still intact. I can't grow a beard anyway, so that don't count. You know what I mean? And I made my kids with the same woman, so that don't apply to me. But, you know, that could be true too. Like, you know, once the motherfucker ain't got it no more, like, all right, I'm done. You know, now it's time to retire. You know what I'm saying? And even then, most niggas that's ready to retire, they might try going the fair word tour and knock some shit down right before they give it up. Who knows? But look, man, from my point of view, I knew I was ready. I had to get ready though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fortunate to have minds. But then I was a dumbass. I was young. I was stupid. So I had to lose it. You know what I'm saying? And they say if it's meant to be, it'll come back. And it didn't come back right away, you know, but it came back. And by the time it came back, I was where I was supposed to be. So I got lucky. I got a chance to grow and become the man she wanted me to be. And then here we are. But before that, I wasn't that nigga either. You know what I'm saying? And from experience, look, it's hard out here. A man's attention span is about as, you know what I'm saying, is about as active as a toddler. You know what I mean? If you ain't shiny and bright right now, I ain't gonna pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women gotta understand, like, y'all got the control, but y'all also gotta let it be known too. Like, don't be afraid to let the man know up front what your intentions are. Like, look, I'm too old to be playing games. I want to see where this go. Hopefully, blah, blah, blah. We do this, this, and this. And then that man can know off top, like, oh, shit, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, y'all both didn't waste your time. You know what I mean? Like, communication is important. You know what I'm saying? So just take it for what it is. But men ain't scared to commit. Men just know who to commit to.
You're right.
Oh yeah, and then to top it all off, before we move on, ladies, find out if this man believes in monogamy or polygamy. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to commit, and he might want to commit too, but he also want to commit to 4 or 5 other women too. You know what I mean? And out of those 4 or 5, 3 of them might be down to commit except you. You know what I mean? So you gotta find that out too. See if he a one woman man or he a multi woman man. You know what I mean? That'll give you a lot. So again, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are so quick to tell a man to have this and have that and make this and make that and be this and be that. Also tell that man what the fuck you want. Because we ain't no fucking mind readers. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna have to start telling the truth about what y'all want and stop telling the truth about, you know, what y'all need. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a big difference. Yeah, so Dr. Wavey has spoken. No, but it's interesting, you know, that a lot of women, you know, feel like men just ain't ready to commit. And my DMs was crazy because every chick felt the same way. They just had a different way of explaining it, but it all equaled down to trying to claim that men don't know what they want, men this and this and this. And truthfully speaking, men do know what they want. It's just not you. But there is someone out there for you.
They don't want to hear that.
All right, man. Let's get on to the next question. What you got, Q?
All right, so this one was pretty good. So the question is, am I wrong for telling my baby mama that I love her on the phone after I talk to my kids? Now, for this person, he says that he's been in a relationship for 2 years with his new girlfriend, and she don't like that shit. What's your thoughts?
Ooh. That's deep, brother. Now, I get it from a standpoint, like, you know what? At one point, that baby mom was probably the love of your life. You know what I mean? Y'all created some probably 1, 2, however many beautiful kids. Y'all forever bonded. You know what I mean? And you may just have natural love, or like, you know, that's the love. Like, this woman gave me something that, you know, I could forever have, which is my kid. And, you know, he might just have genuine love for it, you know. I think, you know, if I was in them shoes, I wouldn't do it in front of my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to tell her you love her, like, I wouldn't tell her that in front of my girl. Like, you know, women already think the worst about shit like that. It's already bad enough now women don't want to date men with kids, and then you over here telling a woman you love her while you with her. Like, that shit look crazy, bro. And if you have genuine love for her, that's cool, but you got to explain that in advance, in my opinion, or don't do it in front of her. What you think?
So the way I look at it, right, like you said, you know, this woman has given me one of the greatest gifts in the world, which is my child. So I am always going to love you for that, right? Love is an action word. So in my actions of, you know, helping you out, you know, being there for my son, you know, making sure that you're not having to take care of him by yourself, this, that, and the third, that's me showing my love not only to you, but to my son. It doesn't mean that I have to verbally tell you that I love you. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's, like you said, if it's just a genuine love, just a love of like, you know, you brought my son into this world, or, you know, you're doing a good job as a mother taking care of him, whatever. I don't have to tell you that, even though women love to hear, they want to hear it, but it's an action thing, you know. And then being in a relationship with another woman, like, one, she's already going to know you're going to have some type of love for, you know, the mother of your child. Rather, if y'all get along or not, there's always like some deep love there because, you know, she brought your son or your daughter into this world. But you don't have to be sitting up there. What'd you say?
I know some niggas out here who can't stand it, baby mama.
True. I feel you. But in any case, they still got love, because a little bit of love for them because they brought their child into this world. Now, unless it's like some real toxic shit, then okay, I get what you're saying. But in any case, like, if something was to happen to that woman, that man would be hurt, you know, because again, your child, you know, mother is whether passed away or something like that, or you know, any case, it could be any situation. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's an action word. Like, so you got that love, show it in certain ways, but don't verbally tell her that, because you tell a woman after so long, oh, yeah, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now she gonna think, oh, well, we can get back together. She telling her own girls, like, this nigga still love me, girl, this, that, and the other. And it's like, then look at it from your girlfriend's point of view, like nigga, you supposed to love me, but then you telling her you, like, it's extra drama for no reason.
I get you. Before you wrap that part up, I get you. But again, there's a difference between being in love and loving someone. So he might be in love with his new girlfriend, but this, like you said, got love for the old one. But ladies, how about this? You want your man to have love for his baby mama, or you want your man to have drama with his baby mama? You know what I mean? It's a big difference.
They should want peace.
Pick your poison. All right. Question 3. This one right here. This is more of on some jokey joke, but they wanted to know, if your ex hit you up and said they were stuck and needed help. You can use example as financially, or you can use it like example, like maybe they need a kidney or something. Would you help them?
I'm not giving up a kidney. No. Financially, I mean, it depends on the situation, right? Now, we just saying, like, I guess it's dependent on certain scenarios, right? Like, if we just talked about like baby mamas, if it's one of those situations, like, all right, you know, depending on if it ain't got nothing to do with the kid, but then you telling me like, oh, I need to get a new tire, this, that, and the other, I could use a little bit of help, I may be more inclined to help you out because I know it benefits my kid. If no kids are involved, yeah, nah, I'm cool. Like, I feel like once I open that door, then there's going to be more, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, can I borrow this? Hey, I don't want to open that door. Like, you're next for a reason to a point. You know what I'm saying? And especially if we ended on bad terms, I'm really not opening that line of connection with you.
Yeah, okay. Well, back in July of 2018, I put the Thanos ring on my finger. And once you put the ring on, you got all of the past disappeared. I don't have no exes.
Fuck out of here.
I don't have no exes. I don't. Once I put that ring on, all my good, everything, good, bad, and anything in between disappear. So I don't got no exes. So no ex should even have access to me in 2022. You can't hit me up on Facebook because I ain't friends with no chicks I used to date or mess with or whoever. You can't hit me on Instagram because my shit is private. So none of my old whatever exes, acquaintances, you don't have access to me. So I can't even be in this situation because if you in a new relationship or you in a marriage, you should not have access to your ex. So your ex need anything, that shit ain't gonna come to me. You know what I'm saying? Even if I saw you in pass at the grocery store, your car got declined, it got nothing to do with me because I gotta deal with the problems of the future if I want to help some bitches out from the past. You know what I'm saying? So
not everybody thinks like that. I feel you 100%, but not everybody thinks that way. So
that's true, and
that's where this question. That's why this question is coming up.
Yeah, like you said, keeping access with your ex can lead to other things, and you know
exactly.
They're an ex for a fucking reason. So
correct.
Ex your ass out of my life. You know what I'm saying, and figure it out. Whatever. You know what I mean. Now it's an ex, not a baby mom or not a baby dad. So I'm only answering from an ex perspective, but you did leave some good pointers with if it was a baby mom shit or whatever. But man, that was a good one. Moving along. All right. This one right here was a good one. You want to go ahead and read this one?
All right. So me and my dude was broken up for 5 months. And then we were back together. I wanted to ask him if he slept with any chicks during our break. Should I ask or just let it be? Let it be. Let it be. I know a lot of people live with that, that curiosity, or I want to know, and this, that, and the other. During that 5 months, whatever that man was doing is his business and not yours. And trust and believe, you probably really don't want to know. You think you want to know, but you
question
don't.
To her is, are you going to tell him what you did?
Absolutely
during
not.
That 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, she not.
Y'all want to ask questions, but let's go both ways too. Men and women want to ask questions about what happened, and then when they find out, they're ready to throw up. Like
it's none of look. That 5 months is neither one of y'all business. Y'all broke up for a reason, for whatever that was. Y'all did what y'all did, lived y'all life how y'all wanted to live it for 5 whole months before getting back together.
Just assume they did some shit and live with it. Don't go asking. When you go searching, you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Facts.
And it's usually not that case. You know what I mean? It's not what you want. You know what I mean? And and then for men, just lie. Just lie. Don't even tell the truth. I'm sorry. This is the advice I'm gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? Just lie. Just lie. Because telling the truth is going to fuck shit up now. And then telling the truth. What if a man really didn't do anything and he told the truth and said he didn't do anything?
She ain't gonna believe him no fucking way.
So anyway it goes, you tell the truth that you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go down. You tell the truth, she's not gonna believe it. You know what I mean? She want her own vision in her mind of what she think you did. Let her run with that. The question to her is, once you find out what he did or didn't do, now what? What you gonna do? Are you gonna stay with him? What if you say, yeah, look, I fuck mad bitches, a bitch every day for 5 months straight? You know what I'm saying? So what now? What are you gonna stay with him, or are you gonna leave him? Y'all got back together because you wanted to be with him, right? So why are you picking at some shit that might cause friction? Because your stomach ain't gonna be able to handle it, and vice versa, man either. You know what I'm saying? The man don't want to hear about what this chick was doing out here in the streets. So
well, here's a crazy thing for me, right? Well, normally when that question comes about, a woman kind of already knows something, right? Rather her homegirl's like, oh, I seen him out with some chick here or a family member or something like that. So she knows like, okay, you was out here dating or seeing other chicks. So she's asking you to see if you're going to tell the truth on that. So there's that part. But now she wants more detail of what went on. Truth be told, like I said, those 5 months, you shouldn't really care.
Lie. She already got the answers. She asked you for a reason, like Quinn said. You know what I'm saying? Her homegirl Shaquisha already saw you at Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Sharing mozzarella stick with a little thick one. You know? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now she want to know, did you share lemonade with the bitch? Lie. Just say you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't even eat mozzarella sticks. I'm lactose intolerant. Why you eating a ham sandwich? You know what I'm saying? Just lie. You know what I mean? Like, because there ain't no good coming from it. And women, same thing. Lie. Focus on the now. Y'all broke up for a reason. Y'all had y'all break. Y'all back together and you bringing back more drama. Like, just live with it. Just, if you really want to have some type of boundary or restrictions, or if you really want to prevent your partner from, you know, capitalizing on that break, set break boundaries. All right, we're going to take this break. But while we on this break, you only allow one nigga or one chick. And you know what I mean? Or no nigga, no chick.
That's not really a break, though. Like a break means, go ahead.
A break and a breakup are two different things. You know, we breaking up, we done. You know what I'm saying? And then just what happened later on, we get back together.
But she said broke up. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, she said broke up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. They broke up. Right. Yes. All right. Cool. So that's even more. None of your business. Just know I'm back.
That's it.
Just know I ain't bringing back no babies.
Don't come with me with, oh, so how many bitches was you fucking while we weren't together?
First of all, you shouldn't even know the number. First of all, you shouldn't even know the number.
Go somewhere.
Don't know, man.
Like, I'm not doing this with you.
Don't know, man. Keep count. Just do what he do. No, but let's get out of that one. But yeah, mind yours. Ma'am, please mind your business, sir. Mind your business. Now mind each other. You feel me? Like, whatever happened then is then. You lived in the past, Michael J. Fox.
All right, so we got one more question. Oh, you got something else? Go ahead.
If you were to take a break, what would you do?
So here's the thing. I'm married. So definition of break. Exactly. What are you talking about?
Kim and Kanye, the separation. Documented single.
I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want. So what I'm gonna do to do our experience, stop, you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
What you mean?
You're gonna have to answer them questions later on.
No, like, look, all right. There are some cases, right? And you taking it far. I'm not talking about things like that. What I'm saying is, in any case in a relationship, right?
I want to hear it.
No, I'm telling you, in any case in a relationship, right? I want to go here. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay. Well, let me check with my girl. Let me check with my wife. Like, hey, I want to do this. We're on a plan. You always got to check, right? That's at least me. You already know how I am, and you get on me sometimes about that. In any case, now I'm free. I don't have to check with anybody. I can do what the fuck I want. Go where the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to that check and balance type shit.
I wouldn't talk
about I know where your head was going.
Talking about fake ass. Talk about fake ass Puerto Ricans. Pretty black chicks. I'm talking about. Fellas, y'all feel me out there? You talk about some motherfucking going out. I'm talking about, man. Next question.
Now here's the thing. A like question. You already know, like. See, that's why I hate talking to this dude, yo.
He ain't talking to me
because in any situation like that, I always go there, and you always got something negative to say about me going.
Hey, what's negative, Mr. PC?
I'm not being PC, nigga. For me, that's a thing. Like, I've been married longer than you. You know what I'm saying? So in any case, I've experienced more of the. Okay, I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to do this. Oh, well, I don't want to do this. Oh, well, fuck. Why not? Now it's like, okay, now we got to choose something. Like, now at any point, I don't have to do that. When you talk about that break and I could do whatever I want, that's exactly what that means. I can spend money. I can go where the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to check with anybody.
That nigga say, I was gonna walk out the house.
You see, now you go left field with
it. But the correct answer is, if it was me, there would never be a break.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Next question. All right, here's a bonus question. This is some
No,
some
I want
fun.
you to go back because I want you to elaborate.
I just answered.
No, elaborate a little bit. Because that goes back to my point of saying, like, you ain't been married that long. Granted, you've been in a relationship for a long time, but you ain't been married that long.
No, I haven't. Married relationship, same thing, man.
No.
If you've been in a relationship for a long time, you're basically married.
Nah, negative. There's a difference
So you want
between
me
a long-term relationship and being
detail.
married.
All right, so look, here you go. I say I don't have to worry about that because I personally won't be needing to take no break. Now, if she ever want to take a break in the future or whatever, that's going to be on her. You know what I'm saying?
This is a hypothetical question. So you're saying it wouldn't be
hypothetically,
yes.
I won't be taking no breaks because I have done all my break activities. I'm breaked out. Prison break.
All right.
Jersey and the Raptors at guard.
Okay. I find that to be interesting, but okay. You never know what happens. I get you though. It's not going to happen. Every man's want to have that mentality, like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Like, you with me?
You know why?
This is what it is.
You know why? You know why I could say that happens. Because. You know why I can say no? You know what I'm saying? Shit does happen, but shit happens because we make it happen. So any mistakes or anything I ever did wrong, not just relationship wise, anything in life, if I ever did it, you know what I'm saying, and it went wrong or I did something wrong, it's because I did it and I knew what I was doing. I'm grown now. I'm older now. I'm not going to do anything that I know can cause anything. So like I said earlier, if this is not even, you know, just hypothetical. Anything that doesn't go right in the minds would not be because of me. Because I can control what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I've done shit dumb in the past. I've done things weird. When young and minded, not with this, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? I made mistakes and done dumb things. And that was what I did. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I knew what I was doing. I knew what to do, knew the consequences, so forth and so on. So now I'm at this age. I ain't done none of that shit. I don't see the point. There's the benefit from it. I actually lose more. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot to lose now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
you got a lot to lose on a break.
Yes, nigga. Why would a married couple go on a break? Look at Kanye. First of all, I can't buy a house across the street, so I'm already fucked up.
See, but I don't look at that. Their situation to me is not a break. Like they're getting divorced. Like the relationship is done.
But see, like I said last episode, we don't know, but they could have been on a break long time ago, and it's finally just coming to the forefront. But that was then. We're not gonna just move on.
Right.
About 2 minutes left on this, and let's speak on it. Bonus question: what would you rather have? $4,000 a month for the rest of your life, or $2 million right now?
Either one of those, I'm good with. Like I could take either one, but if I had my personal preference, now you might as well give me everything off top. 4K.
4K?
I mean the 2 mil. The 2 mil.
Okay. Oh shit. I would probably say the 2 mil. Because at first I was saying the 4K a month, but then my sister hit me with the boo-bop like, well shit, you don't know when you're gonna go. You know what I mean?
That part.
So the rest of your life could be 5 years from now. You only made about, you know what I'm saying, 100K or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you know? Not exact amount, but you probably only made not even the surface of that amount. As opposed to right now with this 2 million, I can do some shit and make some moves that can probably make me more money down the line. You know what I mean? To where I can be in position to, you know, have a property or some properties that will bring me 4K a week or a month. You know what I mean? So
that part.
You say like that, I was like, you know, okay, that makes sense. So give me the 2 now, and you know, go from there. But if I didn't put it in that perspective about the living part, I would have took the 4K for the rest of my life. But she hit me with the logic, and I was like, damn, that makes sense. So give me the 2 mil now.
Yeah, because in any case, with that 4K a month, like that's granted, you could do a lot with that, but that's a lot with that over time, right? Because 4K actually you can spend 4K pretty quick, but $2 million, you give me that $2 million, like you said, I can invest in something that could possibly at any point hopefully bring in 4K a month, or close to it or something like that.
I think the original question was 4K a week, because 4K a month, motherfuckers probably already making that now. You know what I mean? When you think about it, I think it was 4K a week. But it's still the same outcome.
But it's still the same concept, yeah.
Yeah, it's still the outcome for me. I'd rather take a $2 million now and try to stretch that out and make some moves and make longer money. But, only because you really don't know when is your time. You know what I mean? So, and, obviously the correct way was shit. If I take the 4K when I pass, give it on to my kids. But, in this example, it's only you. You know what I mean? So, fuck it. Give me the $2 million so I can make some smart moves and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So
that's a good one.
That was some good Q&A. Again, thank y'all for sending them. Keep sending us the Q&As. You know what I'm saying? We definitely will continue to give our input. Some of them do be serious, and we do try to add a little lightness to it. But all in all, we appreciate y'all for giving us these questions and letting us in on y'all little world. But yeah, that was dope. I like those. But shit, I gotta take a leak, so let's just go ahead and take a break and then cover sports when we get back. Do your little thing. Woo. I needed that bathroom break. That was definitely needed. Thank you for your patience. Hey man, is it me or I can't hold my pee like I used to. When I gotta go, I gotta fucking go. I don't know if I'm getting older or what, nigga, but I was over here dancing. Like,
Ladder B.
Man, I mean, I've been drinking like a lot of water. I've been drinking a lot of water lately and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to drink like a gallon a day. So, but when I gotta go, man. Ooh, that shit ain't gonna make no sense. It's like this yesterday too, nigga. I was at the gas station. I had to go pee, bro. I'm on the phone with Bill and shit. I had to go pee. I'm about to stop and get some gas. All right, I'm about to get this gas. I'm about to go in here and take a leak and shit. So I had to go so bad I couldn't even put the fucking pump in the tire in the car. I like, fuck it, I'll get the gas when I come back. So I go in that motherfucker, bro. They're like, oh, the bathroom's closed, we clean it. God damn it. So now, like for me, my body knows once I get close to the bathroom, now I really gotta go. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm over here bow-legged dancing, V on the phone laughing at me. Like, I was like, oh, so in and out across the street, bro. So I left my car at the gas station, nigga, and I jogged across the street to go to the bathroom, bro. Oh man. You ever had to pee so bad? You ever had to pee so bad, nigga, you got a little twinkle on your thigh?
Yo.
I was ready. I tried to jump on the curb. Nigga. I jumped, nigga, released a little bit, like, oh. Oops. I get some bullshit. Like, hit that curve, boy.
Oh, man.
But what I do know, while we on peeing, no R. Kelly, but I hope I never get to the age where I had to pee for a long time. You ever see a motherfucker pee for so long?
Emptying all the fluids in his body.
Bruh, I went in the bathroom. Little dude was in there peeing. And I ain't paying attention to the nigga life, but the nigga was peeing when I got in there, like loud peeing. I pee for a good minute, bro, because I was holding that bitch in. So I'm over there peeing like a motherfucker. I'm done. He's still peeing. I wash my hands. He's still peeing. I'm about to walk out the door. I'm like, this nigga is still peeing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him to be peeing that long? Like, I gotta Google that. Like, why nigga pee so long? It had to be at least 4 minutes, bro. I hope I never get to that point because it sounded like he was over there in pain. But man, I don't know, man.
Wait, he said it sounded like he was in pain.
Niggas, the peeing boy, talking Spanish. He was black. All right, but yeah, moving along. Shout out to our niggas out there wearing diapers. I understand now. And now it's time for sports. What we got, Stephen A. Smith?
As of right now, Villanova lost to Kansas. Duke lost to North Carolina.
I thought Villanova was going to actually win, but they started off too shaky. And then the Duke and North Carolina game was obviously the game of the night, game of the weekend. You know what I mean? Everyone wanted to see Coach K go out on top, get to the championship one more time before he called it a quit. And right on time, here come North Carolina again, fucking up the ending. First, they had the last home game of the year. Tickets were selling like crazy. The last home game for Coach K. North Carolina said, fuck that. Now here we are with the chance to go to the championship to give Coach K one more opportunity to win on his way out. North Carolina said, fuck that. Give me this Final Four appearance. We go into the championship. We were dog ass. So, but shout out to Coach K, man. He had a great year, man. Been coaching Duke for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy.
That is crazy.
And on top of that, you lose to your arch nemesis. North Carolina. Like, that's crazy. That's a rivalry of rivalries. I kind of thought Duke was going to come out on some Blades of Glory type of shit to, you know, make sure they can give Coach K this final hoorah, but North Carolina just came up clutch, you know what I mean? So I got North Carolina taking it all.
Yeah, I do too. I think they can definitely take Kansas out.
They last few games, they've been battle tested and they've been able to, you know, well, Kansas got some hoopers though. Don't get me wrong. I think it's number 30, you know what I'm saying? I can't pronounce his name, but he's nice, man. But I think North Carolina got an overall love. Number 2, that boy, nice, man. His draft stock is going up every time I see him play. So shout out to them, man. And on the flip side, the girls' side, UConn is back. And they're going to be going against South Carolina. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a battle. But South Carolina, they got some girls over there, man. So
I got my money is actually on South Carolina.
Yeah, literally. I got money on them. They should win that one. I know Paige is nice and she's doing her thing, but girl on South Carolina with the color braids, she's just too much in that post, man. She is nice, man. So it's gonna be a good game, hopefully. But I got South Carolina getting that one off easy. I think that might be like a little 10+ victory for them.
I wanted to give an honorable mention out to them boys at St. Peter's. I know North Carolina put them out. I kind of saw it coming, but they had a hell of a run.
Hell yeah. Such a good run. The head coach got a job at his alma mater, Seton Hall. So next season he'll be coaching Seton Hall. So that's kind of crazy when you think about it, though. Like, I just took this team to the promised land that they ain't never been before. Now I'm out.
Money talks.
Time. Yeah, that's true. Money talk and a program name. You know, you went from being a nobody to now you're playing for a quality team. So, hey. Shout out to him, though. I seen him. He actually played an All-American game back in '96 with Kobe, so that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? But Final Fours has been good so far. The college March Madness ain't disappointed this year, so that's shout out to everybody. Moving along, man. Touch on some football real quick. It ain't really much, you know. Matt Ryan got traded to the Colts. Sorry, Baker Mayfield. I know you ass wanted to go over there, but you know.
Trash.
Oh man. But Tyreek Hill, aka Cheetah, he got traded to the Dolphins for like 4 draft picks. And my boy got like 120 mil.
And 72 of that is guaranteed.
Right. He left Pat Mahomes to go over there to, what's his name, Altuki? I don't know. I don't know. You left Pat Mahomes. But I mean, at this point, he wanted to get paid. He see Devontae Adams get paid, so he wanted to get that same money. But
it ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your money.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. But, you know, because you definitely finna see his numbers drop. You definitely finna see his game not be how it was with Kansas City. So at least you get your money now, because you definitely finna go into the darkness, because ain't nobody watching no Miami games.
At all.
Yeah, and then lastly, your boy James Winston, he re-signed with the Saints on a 2-year deal. The boy getting like 28 mil, 21 guaranteed.
I'm loving to see these cats get these guarantees, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, this is yours. So, shout out to them. Right. Man. That's dope.
And he got that off for injury, too. You know what I'm saying? So, he was doing pretty good with them until he got hurt. So, they fuck with him or whatever. So, I had the Saints as a destination spot for Baker Mayfield, but if they keep it Winston, they for sure not finna get Baker. So, hey, Baker.
Trash!
Now, speaking of trash, let's go to the NBA.
So LeBron is now number 2 NBA all-time scoring, passing Karl Malone. So applause to that man. That's a great achievement, great accomplishment.
Nah.
Why it's not?
We want the playoffs.
Look, at this point,
LeBron go get his no matter what, and I'm over it. He gonna get his. That man know this season's over with. So he after his single accomplishments, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, salute for getting that. You know what I mean? That's definitely not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But he's playing at this point like he knows nothing else to do. But you know, get his stats. He probably gonna win the scoring title. You know what I'm saying? The oldest player to get the scoring title, another accomplishment for him. Great. Number 2 on the list. Great. Whatever.
New Orleans.
Who cares?
Lost by 3. It's like, come on, bro.
After
seriously,
having
AD come back, everybody like, oh yeah, AD back. And what'd he do?
You should have known he wasn't gonna do that when he came back with the afro. Should have known.
The afro ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Like we put too much into our AD back. AD ain't played no game, so why would y'all think he gonna come back and give y'all this A1 performance on the court where we trying to win as many games as we can to make it to the playoffs?
He had a solid game, but him and LeBron do what they supposed to do. What about the other fucking 10 guys on the team? That's the problem. You know, 1 or 2 can give us something, but the other 10 got to do something, and that's where we suck at because he came and gave us like 26, 27. That was good. I think he had like a double-double. That was fine. LeBron had 30-something, but
I hear you. But in any case, like y'all are the 2 top stars. Y'all know everybody ain't playing. Y'all gonna literally have to carry the team into
LeBron
the tournament.
Doing all he can is carrying the team at 38. And AD, we just need him to carry his own bones right now. All right, the boy can't carry nothing else right now. Otherwise, he might get hurt. So let's not ask him to carry too much. Just carry yourself. And, you know, Russ going to have to step up. Melo going to have to step up. But none of them are stepping up, and this is why we won't make the playoffs.
Jamal Crawford retiring from the NBA.
Salute to that man, the greatest 6 man of all time. One of the coldest moves.
The
coldest moves, you know what I'm saying? He was nice with it, man. Salute. He had a great career, man. In other news, Julius Randle, his time with the Knicks may be coming up after this year because he ain't meshing too well with the Knicks. And, you know, their season is pretty much over. They ain't making the playoffs after having a good year last year. Was it 4th place or whatever? They
think so, yeah.
out the playoff run. So Julius ain't happy. Seen plenty of videos of him arguing with assistant coaches. He gonna try to force his way out, kind of like how Harden did, but he ain't Harden. So I could see him playing somewhere, you know, for a weak team just to get rid of him.
Yeah, might want to get up out of that team before he end up smacking somebody. Oh wait, is it too soon? All right, we'll move on.
Ain't too soon. Smacking the season, you feel me?
D-Book, he wants his flowers and his motherfucking respect. Like, MVP candidate? What you think? Think he deserve it?
No. Booker has been putting in numbers. He's been putting up numbers. This man dropped 70 not too long ago, a couple years ago. The boy can put up numbers. That ain't the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you're an MVP, it's because you have value to your team. He's been on the same team, and he has not increased his value. He's increased his scoring. He's done what he's supposed to do. He's putting up the numbers, but he's not a most valuable player. Chris Paul is. Because the moment Chris Paul came over there, they became a playoff contender team, and it instantly turned into a championship contender team.
Yeah, quick,
3 years,
strong impact.
The 3 years that Devin Booker was there before Chris Paul came, last 3 seasons, should I say, before Chris Paul came, they wasn't a playoff team. They weren't making no noise. He wasn't even an all-star consideration with these numbers. Now he got the same numbers pretty much, maybe went up or down a couple of digits, but the difference is they're a valuable player. Chris Paul has actually made the necessary. Of course, Monty is a great coach too, but on that floor, Chris Paul is an example of what a most valuable player is, because even when he was out, they looked a little lost without him. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody should be MVP on the Suns, it would be Chris Paul, in my opinion. But right now, I would have to say Jason Tatum should be MVP.
Should be MVP. All right.
Mm-hmm. And they're damn near 1-2 in the East right now. They have a better record than fucking Philly. He has better numbers than not better numbers, but he has good numbers over Embiid, and Boston is actually top 1 and 2 between them and the Heat right now. And Tatum has been playing his ass off. Why he can't get MVP considerations? DeMar Rosen did when the Bulls was winning. Now they not winning no more. He out the scene, but look what happens. Tatum has helped bring the fucking Boston Celtics to the first or second spot in the East. Quietly. But he out there hooping, putting up numbers with a better record than all the other MVP candidates. You know what I'm saying? Aside from Memphis. You know what I mean? But he had a better record than what's his name? Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He has, Tatum should be considered. You know what I mean? I think he should be in that front running. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it's a popularity game, so I think Embiid might get it regardless. But in my opinion,
because the top 3 candidates right now is Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. So,
see, Giannis is a cheat code though, but we'll say that for the next time, man. But Giannis is cheat code, man, because realistically, he should be MVP too. You know what I mean? But even then, Boston has a better record than the Bucks. I think Giannis is a defensive player for sure, but MVP, I think Tatum is. You know what I mean? Because he's the most valuable player on this team right now. You know what I mean? And they got a good record. They playing well. They're on a win streak. But, again, if it's a popularity contest, then Embiid or Giannis. But let's go ahead and wrap up sports because there ain't much to talk about. Man. So, while we got that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about some music real quick, man. It's been a lot of music dropping out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good R&B, a lot of good hip-hop, man. I don't know if you've been listening to any of it yet. Have you checked out anything?
Nothing really. No, let me take that back. I listened to a few R&B tracks, albums that came out. A lot of good tracks on there. Still got the Yo Gotti in rotation.
Right.
Still listen to a lot of the stuff Tory Lanez is dropping, which we can cover. But I'm listening to some of it, and some of it's good. Some of it's a little on the fence with. What about you? What you listening to?
It's a lot of shit. I don't listen to everything, honestly. Anything that came out that, is by artists that I fuck with, I listen to. Some has caught my attention to where I, got replay value, and some I just played and skimmed through. I give Yo Gotti shit still flames. I love that album. The album's tight. 2 Chainz, I listen to it, but that's not one of mine to repeat. Benny the Butcher, same thing. I liked it, but I mean, I can't. I don't got no more pots to cook coke in. Like, so much coke talk I could take. You know what I'm saying? At least Pusha switches it up a little bit. Benny too much, but of course, Tory Lanez I've been rocking with. The Fargo Fridays is back. That's when he drop a new song every Friday. So the more recent one's called Cap, which kind of got everybody's attention because he dissed Meg and Party on. Then this little R&B one called Taking Care. That one was pretty nice, pretty dope. You know what I mean? So, he's versatile. So he got that shit. Both of them hard. He just got another one too called Florida shit, which is hard. He getting off on that one. But Lotto, she dropped her 777. And I have to say I like it. She's a girl. She's rapping, but the way she's rapping, it's not like, it's kind of the same with Cardi. It's not really, like when Meg raps, it just sounds like it's just, I can't listen to it. It's like, it's not bad music. It's just like it's too much talk about, dicks and all that other stuff, whatever. But with Lotto, she's trying to actually spit. She's trying to show herself. She got mostly niggas on her features. So she's rapping. She got her church sex talk too, but she's trying to spit. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with a couple songs on there or whatever. So salute to her. Young, Key Glock, he dropped his yellow tape too. You checked that one out?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah. Then my boy Larry Jones and Jay Worthy dropped 2 P's in the pod. Again, some smooth player shit they both put out. It's dope. That was a collab I wasn't expecting, but it was definitely hidden. On the R&B tip,
got that shit you could ride to. You know what I'm saying? So
right, facts. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope seeing him get his attention that he's been working for. What about R&B? What you got going on? Oh, that's your thing.
Oh, for sure. So for R&B, Devon Terrell dropped "Boys Don't Cry." It's a couple of joints on there I'm fucking with. I don't know if you heard it yet. Okay, for sure.
Popular.
Then we got Lucky Day. He dropped the Candy Drip. Yo, that album cover.
Can't do it.
I don't know, bro.
That's why I ain't play. I ain't press play. I don't got time to see a nigga oiled up. What's that? Oil, honey?
I don't know
what it
oil,
is.
honey, but yo.
Once I saw it on the chin, I was like, pause, I'm good. You know what I mean? Next. Next. But Chris Brown dropped, a little song for us, you know what I'm saying, called Warm Embrace, you know what I'm saying? Baby making music. You get that Chris Brown with the male birth control. It's a good summer.
Yo, he's gonna say with the male birth control.
CB and BC, you feel
me? Nah, I don't feel you. But Ella Mai, she dropped a single, Leave You Alone. I think she got an album that's coming out pretty soon, but I'm definitely fucking with that track. It's smooth. I like it. We got T-Town and Imani. They got a song together called Selfish, and that one's pretty, I'm fucking with that one too.
I'd never heard of that. I need to check that one out. Selfish.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out. While we still on R&B, I found these 2 artists. One of them I found on the reel on IG, and the other one I saw I don't think it was like a promo or some shit that went down my page, and I checked on it and I was like, yo, these 2 dudes are dope. One guy named is Section 2, and then 2 as in TOO, and he got a new single out called Come See Me Tonight, and that motherfucker is hard or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm gonna give y'all an example.
September rain, I wish how I'd fall for you. Drives me insane. I'm chasing a life with you by my side. You can't be one-sided. I wish you were mine. Wish you were mine every time I would tell you. Now every time I
believe right there, I gotta go listen to the rest of that motherfucker. That shit hard. That's hard, bro. I'm telling you, I heard the sample on this reel, and that was like 2 months ago, bro. And I've been waiting patiently. It dropped back on the 25th of March. That shit hard, bro. That is a rare talent. He got some other songs. I looked up his other music and shit. He got some good songs. But that right there, bro, that's the one that's gonna get him his attention. So shout out to him, man. His shit, Section 2. And then we got another
check
Section
that out,
2.
That was it right there.
And another guy, his name is Simo. He got a song called Rice and Gravy and I Deserve. And you might have seen the clip. It's like a dude with like these braided afro puffs, man, and he like in his room. He just got the microphone. He just singing and shit, and the shit is hard. I'm gonna play a little clip of that one too. Like these are my 2 finds, and I've been putting them on repeat. So this is Simo. If I'm saying it wrong, sorry. Smino, and this is Rice and Gravy.
Scotching. Shit. Burning up. Hop off the phone, Courtly. I know it's so important. I'm focused on fortress. Yeah, I'm scorching. Show way out in short ditch. I rock Air Forces, don't force it. Not fur, I'm racing the tortoise. Blow her word. Juices and berries, ain't no perm. Ice cream, my sneaks look like big worms. Get it big, get the facial love. Never let the bullshit face your love. Get too big, get too big, get too big.
That's all I said. That is nigga hard. I know it's different. You know what I'm saying? He got that, you know, that vibe to him where it's like he almost like he rapping, but he got the melody to go with it. That shit hard, bro. But that's Simo, Rice and Gravy. You know what I'm saying? So those are my 2 picks of the week, man.
Okay, you came across these. How? Hold on.
IG. Section 2, I saw him on the reel. You know what I mean? And the song he was singing, and I thought it was like, you know how the reels be, people be taking songs and putting them and, you know, remaking shit. So I thought it was like a song that somebody created for real, but in actuality, it was him, you know, sampling his song. And then same thing with this guy. He was singing that song right there, but like in this orange room with like a microphone hanging from the sky, he was just singing. And I'm like, yo, this is hard. So I looked them up, found both of them, and I've been fucking with both of them. They got some good songs in the other categories too, catalog, excuse me. So yeah, y'all check them out, man. That's Section 2 and Simo. Man,
sure I got that on the list.
Right. But aside from them, man, we got, you know, more music in the future coming. You know, my boy Inglewood Tip got new music coming in April. I don't got an exact date just yet, but he did let me know he got some shit on the way and he ain't playing. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. Another homie, Tony Cartel. Another solid, dope rapper, man. He real nice. I played some of his shit for you before. He got some music coming on the way too. You know what I mean? So if you're not familiar, y'all, check him out as well. And then, you know, some more notable names. Of course, The Game got an album coming out. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Druminati, Numinati. I don't know. It's The Game. 50 said he might be dropping his last album soon. Ain't no timetable on it, but he might be dropping an album.
If he's dropping an album that's going to be his retirement album, it's definitely going to have some heat on that.
Look, man, I just want him to do the interview he used to do with Sway before he dropped the album. Remember the little sit down, all eyes on 50?
Yeah.
He did that shit for the first 2. Every time he did that, the album sold 10 million. He gotta do that one more time. Sit down with Sway and have a little conversation, talk his shit, and you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it come out this year, but you know, ain't no telling. And then of course Lloyd Banks said his album is done, but you know, to be determined on when he dropping anything. He move at his own pace. But you know, top of the year, I was mentioning that I hope I get some music from these 2, and so far it might be happening. So fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep a lookout for it. I think let's move into some TV shows. I know we talked about the whole 50 and stars and all of that. So let's talk about Force. So I don't know when's the last time you caught an episode. Tommy took over that city pretty quickly. And I know some people be like, oh, well, he ain't take over the city yet. He pretty much running through Chicago, doing what he want, going where he want, and got all these beefs and issues with people and ain't being touched, ain't being challenged, or none of that. So to me, he took over.
He ain't go to O-Block yet.
I'll be giving some time. Freddie Gibbs, I think his role in the show. I think for him to be in so many different TV shows, acting and all of that, bro, I fucks with it.
If you follow his IG and shit, that nigga a character, so I'm not surprised at how he played that, bro. I saw the little clip of it. I didn't see the episode yet, but I saw that clip with the eye, and I just started laughing like, bro, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, another show I got to catch up on. I'm kind of behind on Snowfall season 5. The last episode I saw was when the mom came back and shit, and she's currently, trying to get all herself caught up in what's going on, and turns out she's trying to, collaborate so she can get Reed, aka Teddy, killed. So I want to see how the next couple episodes play out. I'm kind of behind, so don't spoil it for me.
I don't know how I feel about them taking mom's character and turning her into someone who, would set someone up, or, having that kind of hatred in her heart to want to see somebody dead. Like, no matter how she's been wrong or what's happened to her over the season, like, she's always seemed to keep that, I can't even say purity, but, just that whole mom, like, all she cares about is making sure that Franklin is safe, that he's good, and no matter.
She know Reed killed the Pops, though. You know what I'm saying?
See,
but
I'm not going to say Pops isn't dead, but ain't nobody seen nobody. Ain't nobody buried nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Him and Ghost chilling on the island together. Look, everybody worried about the wrong shit right now. We worried about the moms coming back being a snitch. We worried about the uncle with a jerry curl. Why the fuck is Franklin's girlfriend so ugly?
Yo.
This nigga the biggest drug dealer in California. This nigga selling mad dope for the CIA, and this is what you pick? Like, this lady look like she owned the dope. Like, I'm like, is this his auntie or his mom? Who is this lady, bro? Like, where did she come from? It's bad enough now Franklin came out of nowhere flying an airplane, but now you got over here dating this girl. You a kingpin, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure where old girl came from. I know there was a time jump between last season and this season, but it's like, come on, y'all gotta get some backstory
in between the jumps or something, because she got stuck between the jumps because this ain't right. This ain't right. Got my nigga Franklin over here wearing JCPenney button ups and shit with his shirt tucked in, and he dating her too. Like, man, he's better off dating Wanda. On crack. The Wanda on crack before and after the dope. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, so that's you saying you smack Wanda? You saying you'll smack Wanda?
Man, look over what Franklin got right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Wanda got this big old lips, you feel me? She could suck the white off the crack.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. Wanda was staying at the old crib. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? Franklin might have slid through a few nights.
Lenny might go, what's his name with the braids? Nigga might go there and kill
Leon?
everything. He find out that. Yeah, Leon, he in love with her. He's just fighting it. You know what I mean? But, I got to catch up on it, man. It's good. I know people got their own thoughts on it. It's good. I just don't know how he found, somebody auntie.
Well, I look at it like this, right? The last few chicks, he found himself trying to be with or be in a relationship with. Look how it ended. You know what I'm saying? One of them shot him. The other one tried to get him set up. It's like, I don't know, his choices when it comes to choosing a woman to be by his side, like, he don't make the best choices or decisions.
So he like, all the pretty girls I had basically gonna try to kill me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get an ugly girl and just live happily ever after. Wrong. Wrong. That is not the way. Give me ugly. I mean, give me cute and toxic before you give me ugly and comfortable.
Hey, when you been through what he been through, bro, you never know.
Look, man. Bullshit. But moving on, man. Yo, Winning Time. The Lakers doc on HBO Max. I know you've been watching it.
I'm all caught up.
Oh my God, that is such a dope ass documentary, bro. Like, I don't know what you want to call it, a doc series or whatever, but I love it, bro. The inside look on how Jerry Buss and everything is, his thought process of going after the Lakers when the Lakers wasn't shit. Like, the whole story behind it is crazy, man. I'm glued to it, bro. Like, I'm glad I watched it, and I don't even want to say much because I know people still watching it.
Yeah, I will say this, like, I like the little comedy that they're adding to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like small bits of comedy where it's like they're talking into the camera. They're talking to the audience. I don't know, for some reason, bro, I like that. I think they did a really good job as far as choosing the actors to portray these roles. Because the person that got to play Magic, he doing his thing. I don't want to say too much again. I know people still watching, like you said, but he's probably him and Dr. Buster is my two favorite to watch.
Right. You look at the camera and then start eating some stranger coochie.
Yo, you ain't supposed to be giving those.
I said, this dog is lit. They gonna show us why he became Magic Boy. Yo, but I knew it was good. Once I realized Jerry West and both Magic Johnson was like, they're not looking forward to seeing this, I just knew it was going to be good. And so far, it ain't been disappointing yet. It's been good. It comes out every Sunday on HBO Max called Winning Time. This is not an ad, but, it's a good-ass show, so y'all should check it out. And lastly, the show that everyone's been talking about, Bel Air. We are finally at the season finale, and I have not seen it yet. Have you?
I've seen it.
Ooh. And I'm trying to stay off the internet because everybody trying to talk about it, and I'm just like, I need to hurry up and watch it, man, and I'll be so busy, but I got to catch up. I can't watch it without my son because him and my wife, they love that show, so I'll probably get kicked out if I watch it without
hands and feet, I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I might get Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta catch up to it though. But how is it so far? Like, how would you rate it? Episode 10.
I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10, and the reason being is because, and again, I'm not gonna get into any details, but I think the way that they had the meet between Will and his father, and I'll just say that much, right?
Right.
They could have went about it in so many other ways. They could have made it a teachable moment, so to speak.
Right.
But in any case, I would say that Marlon Wayans is the pops, and I all over social media, so I ain't really spoiling nothing for nobody. I think he did a really good job portraying that role. Right. I was actually surprised to see him as Will's father, but it made, once I looked at him, it made sense. But he's very underrated as far as like how good he acts. At least to me, I don't think he gets enough credit because we're so used to seeing him in these funny and goofy portraying roles, and when he's actually playing a serious role, like the boy got talent.
Yeah, but he been taking a little more serious roles recently. He played that one with what's her name? The singer girl.
Oh, with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, that was a serious role he had. So he's doing his thing on that. But I'm seeing the words Oscar off this performance. So I'm like, I can't wait to see this. Marlon was my motherfucking idol growing up. So I can mimic my whole way of being back in the day off Marlon. You know what I mean? So anything he do, I'm glued to. So I gotta watch it, man. And maybe next episode we'll discuss it more in detail.
To give you a little bit of like an example,
don't give me nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, you've seen all of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? So you've seen the episode where Will met his father. Like that's probably the most one of the iconic scenes.
Oh, you talk about the
yeah.
Well, he don't want me, man.
They didn't do that, which I'm glad they didn't try to recreate that.
That was too raw.
Nah, but they tried to, I guess, that close comparison to it. And that's where it's like, hey, y'all could have went a different way with it. But that's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to check it out. And then when we get back to the next episode, we'll definitely get in more in depth with it. Make sure I take some notes so we can make sure we go into it. And by then, everybody should have saw it, so it won't be no spoilers. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. But, man, that's all we got for TV and music and shit, man. That's all we should cover for today. Let's save some, so. Let's go ahead and power down and call it a wrap for today.
All right. Another Wavy episode is in the books. As always, we appreciate y'all continuing to tune in and vibe out with us. If you haven't already, or you're a new listener, be sure to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite streaming platform.
Man, episode 10 is in the books. We did wrap this motherfucker up. Took us a lot longer than we expected, but we got here. You know, this pod journey has been dope. So for us to be at 10 episodes already, you know, that's pretty dope. You know, a lot of motherfuckers ain't made it this far yet. So, you know, we got to stay consistent. You know what I mean? We definitely got some shit, you know, in the works. I think we can tell y'all now, you know, episode 11 will be a visual along with the audio. So give it up for that. Right, baby, visuals. Y'all been waiting to see us. You know what I'm saying? We've been pod fishing y'all for so long. Now y'all get a chance to finally see us. And, you know, I don't know why, but y'all want to see us. But, you know, you requested, we shall give it. So thank y'all again for listening. You know what I'm saying? Keep rocking with us. Keep supporting. Keep sharing. We appreciate y'all for real, man. Thank y'all for listening.
And as always, it's a lot of podcasts out here, but none as wavy as us. Peace and blessings until next time.
Bye, niggas.